on a disk floating through space with a tiny sun.
Hey, I'm FTFE and welcome back to the channel that goes for a long drive into the countryside with stupidity and comes back alone. It's Monday night, so of course we're here for a discussion with a person of a certain intellectual persuasion, shall we say. He is someone you had on the channel before, Flat Ferdinand, and his major argument last time, as far as I could tell, was that planes go zzz or something along those lines anyway. I'm going to let him introduce himself and then we're going to get straight into the discussion. Franz, welcome back to the channel. You want to say hello to the people?
Not really, but hi guys.
Why don't you just introduce yourself and tell them what you're all about?
So who am I talking to? Like your people specifically or what?
Well, yes, you are on my YouTube channel.
Okay, so I mean, I understand what this is all about. You know, you guys are science guys, so to speak, and you know, I'm a flat earther. Okay, and so I'm here to debate Craig and basically show everybody that his arguments are not based on any real evidence, and that you just have to take dead people's word for it and believe in cartoons, which, you know, evidently those cartoons, those planet things, they're named after Greek gods of war and stuff, that he doesn't want to talk about that. So furthermore, I will also prove and show that, basically everything that Craig is, what his belief is, it requires belief and that is very religious. So that basically he's like some kind of cult religious leader that's forcing lies on people and getting them to believe it. So I'm going to show that also. Furthermore, I have designed a quick deprogrammation argument where most people that are watching right now, especially if you're here for Craig. Oh my God, that's anyways. I don't have anything against you guys. You know, I'm here to help you guys because you've been told a lie all your life, and so. And that's about it, you know. I'll be presenting my arguments, and I have a couple peripherals and some show and tell actually. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to deprogram everyone. So you're going to have to ask yourself the question of truth, because only you know the reality of water. No one else can tell it to you. So that's it.
Brilliant. I love that you're inventing words as well. I mean, that's certainly going to help with the argument. Deprogrammation is certainly a new one on me, but well done. Awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you're the language expert over there in England there. Oh yes, yeah. Everything you say sounds perfect because you got the accent, right?
Well, no, I sound like a farmer actually.
Is that what farmers sound like where you're from?
Never watched Wurzel Gummidge?
I'm sorry. I don't watch soap operas.
Wurzel Gummidge wasn't a soap opera. In the chat, the Splinter Dragon says, "Tell him to Tulsa says hi."
Splinter Dragon, I have your laser answer, okay? And it wasn't because I couldn't respond. And those other debates, Craig was totally taking advantage of me, cutting me off, interrupting, not using my peripherals. It was, and then you had that that one-sided judge moderator. That's just ridiculous, right? He's cutting me off too. Reminds me of Chris Wallace in the presidential debate.
Oh, lovely. This is going to be fun, guys. Get the lighter fluid ready. Someone find a dumpster. Right. So I asked Flat Ferdinand to bring 3 sets of evidence that we can discuss each time, and I said he would get 7 minutes to present the evidence, then we can discuss it. anything else he doesn't get to say during the 7 minutes, he can bring up in the back and forth. So we're just going to get straight into it. I think, as everybody knows, I have never, ever seen any flat Earth evidence. And the main reason I believe that is because no such thing actually exists. All I believe flat Earthers present is a misunderstanding of pretty basic physics and incredulity. That's about it. But you know what, Franz, over to you. First 7 minutes, first argument. Amaze us. Go on.
Okay. Thank you, Craig. And
Computer,
thank you for
start a
being
7 minute
more
timer.
Chill.
7 minutes.
Yeah, 7 minute timer. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Craig, and thank you for being a little bit more like professional than before, because in the past, like, you've been quite like abrasive and abrupt, and so hopefully we can leave that
We've
behind.
just started.
Okay, so I'm gonna start my my first screen share. Okay, and let me know when you see it.
Right, 1 sec. Oh, where's the Zoom screen gone? I'm still seeing you right now.
Yep. Okay.
Franz has started screen sharing.
Oh wait.
Yep. Just make sure that's up for the people. Come on. Oh, you stopped screen sharing then?
Yeah, it turned off. Just a sec. Okay, so. Okay. Can you see that now?
Yeah, give me 1 sec. It's not coming through on the stream for some reason. No, you've gone to the wrong one. Sorry, give me 1 sec. It was literally working fine. We even tested this beforehand, and it worked perfectly.
Yeah.
All right, let me just add another screen capture. Give me 1 sec.
Okay.
NDI desktop capture. Zoom meetings. God, why is it not picking up the screen capture? Sorry, give me 1 sec.
I'll try to do it again here. Okay, here we go. Can you see it now?
I can see it on my side, but it's not coming through on the stream for some reason. All right, here we go. Let me now. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. Let me just make that bigger for the people. Oops, main. Okay, all right. I'll add another 2 minutes onto your timer for that, because that was my fault. All right, computer.
Okay, so we can see. They can see timer. Fine. Okay, can people see?
Yeah, people can see that now. All right, computer, start a 7 minute timer.
Ooh.
There we go.
7 minutes.
Oh.
Starting now.
Okay, never mind that. Okay, so everyone ready to go? Can we start now?
Yeah, over to you.
Okay, so thank you very much. Again, my name is Flat Ferdinand. I am a flat Earth superhero. And there are many of us. We're here to save you, science. Well, I want to be nice. So, science. What could we call you guys? What do you call yourself, quick?
Normal people.
Normies, exactly. You're a normie, exactly.
No, I'm just a normal person.
No, flat Earth people.
Okay, all right, like sane. Sane. How about that? Does that work?
You said it, not me, man. You're a normie. Okay, so basically, I'd like to start, kind of more in the beginning here. Okay, so as we can see, all these different ancient civilizations are basically the seeds of humanity, at least it goes back about 10,000 years. It looks like, maybe more, I don't know, but not too much. So basically what Craig is saying here, okay, just right off the top, that all of these civilizations basically have no idea what they're talking about, and that they do not understand the foundational basic dynamic and measurements of water and the usage of water to measure flat and level surfaces, and use that as a tool in order to tell people what is flat. So what he's saying is, you can look through here. Okay, first of all, you look through this, the Greek, the Navajo, the let's see, the Mayan. I live down in the Mayan Riviera and the Mayan, so I'm familiar with the Hebrew. And let's see, they're all kind of look the same. It's like if you analyze each one, they're all the same. They just are drawn out different, right? And you can come down to the Masonic one, and you see even the Masons know. They see that okay, it's this is the world model. So basically, these people who made the pyramids and stuff. I mean, what Craig and everyone's assuming that all of these people that built these anomalies that humans cannot build are all stupid and they have no idea what flat is. And that's just false, because the pyramids are completely perfectly built, and from one side to the other they're perfectly flat. Okay, so we'll just start off with that. And with that being said, we're going to move to the next image and to the next topic, which is understanding the nature of water. Okay, and there needs to be a little bit of recourse here, because nobody really we don't really get taught this in school. This is not something that they point out. This is it's something that it needs to be talked about, and we have to go over it in the debate. Otherwise it's like you're gonna make false claims that just don't make any sense. So can you see now? Can you see this one?
Yeah, give me 1 sec. Every time you screen share, it turns it off. So I'm just going to capture it directly from my screen instead of Zoom. So give me 1 second.
What that wasn't part of the deal.
What, the technology wouldn't work properly? Yeah, I didn't plan that, obviously. Give me 1 sec, and I'm just getting so people can see it again. All right, carry on. They can kind of see you when I'm getting it set up.
Okay. So yes. So what I would like to point out is that all of these ancient civilizations, first of all, they were not in contact with each other, and they were on the opposite end of the world at thousands of years apart. In this, like the Inca and the Hebrew, the African, the Roman, Egyptian, Islamic, Mayan, Japanese, Navajo, Persian, Viking, Babylon, all of these ancient civilizations, they all have the same ancient world model, where it's a flat world with like some kind of circular or some kind of dome over top. That's just what everyone is saying. Ever since the beginning of time, every recorded human history that we have access to, until 500 years ago. And so all of like you science enthusiasts, we'll just call you enthusiast, right? Because it's not like actually real science that you guys have to believe, because belief, you don't know. But basically 500 years ago, they just changed all of this teaching to say that the earth is round. But okay, so what now, after like...
Oh, Franz, sorry, you cut up a second there.
Okay, how's that?
You there? Your connection's buffering. Yeah. Maybe stop screen sharing a sec. Oh, there we go. And that's better.
Okay, it did just give me a warning that my internet connection was a little bit unstable. So every couple of minutes, it might just go down for like 5 seconds. That's what it's been doing.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just back that up. So in a nutshell, what I'm saying is all of these ancient civilizations where we came from that built all of these pyramids and like megalithic structures that we don't have. Not only do we not have the technology to lift and move, we don't even have, we can't even imagine. We don't even have any idea how they moved it. Maybe, you know what I mean? Or if it is, it's some kind of technology that we don't have, we're not privileged to, which would point to the fact that these ancient people in the civilization that made the pyramids and the megaliths were not only knew what they were doing, but they were even smarter than us, because we're living in times of foolery and deception, and they weren't. So they get their world model from their own ancient civilization, from their people. It was handed from the people to the people. We get our world model from basically the satanic religious priest
Right,
caste
computer,
of the
stop.
world.
All right, that's your 7 minutes.
Okay, so you want to go back and forth about
Yeah, that was certainly something.
This is just one argument about
So,
the ancient cultures, and that how they understand that water sits flat and level, and that's what they use to build the pyramids. Okay, so go ahead. What do you have to say to that?
First off, can I see the measurements that you're talking about?
Which measurements are you talking about? Can you be more
Well,
specific?
you said all ancient cultures knew that the Earth had been measured flat, and it's a lovely claim. You said that it had all been measured.
Oh, I claim that all the ancient cultures had the world model, and that was flat, and they all know that they all had the same world model, and they all understood that the surface of contained water is flat, and that's how they built the pyramids, and the pyramids are perfectly flat, and you can check that information.
Can I see a citation for that?
You know what? Like I don't have that information like just with me right now to pull up off of your like satanic Google website or whatever, because I don't need that. I can make a claim, and because I have integrity, you can go and check it on your own, and you can find it out, man. I don't need to be doing it. I have everything I need right here. Okay, so what I'm telling
you've made some claims, and I there's no evidence of that. For instance, you said that
the pyramids were built. The pyramids are built, and they're
cool.
made completely 100%
do you
flat.
have any evidence that when the pyramid? Well, do you have any measurements that can support that?
That's common knowledge. Anyone can just pull that up right now.
Common knowledge is lovely. Could you cite it for me?
So you're saying you don't know that? You never checked that out? Like you don't
I'd love to see a measurement of the pyramids being flat. It's a claim that you've made. I just want to see it. That's all.
Okay, so if everyone knows, okay, that you've seen any kind of documentary video channel.
Well, everyone knows that the Earth's not flat.
Excuse me, don't interrupt, please. Don't get into that, please. Everyone's seen the documentaries where it said the pyramids are exactly 100% flat and level. It's not even the thickness of like a nickel from one corner to the other corner, and they're perfectly in line with the stars too that never move. So. Well, they move.
That's false, because the stars don't line up with the pyramids anymore to start with.
Anyways, no, forget I said that. They do, but they come back around once a year. Okay. So,
no, they don't line up with the pyramids at all. It's an actual fact. I can actually cite the information for that. And also, but you also said that for the past 500 years we've known it's a globe. Well, actually, we've known it's a globe for at least 2,000 years. So and
that's when the satanic Roman Greek philosopher scientists that like you claim that give you your reality started the hoax, because this is a perpetual
right. So could you show me 2,000 years ago when they were talking about Satan, please?
Yeah, of course, man. Like, you want me to show you? I can just pull it up on my phone. I don't even have it ready, but...
So Eratosthenes did the experiment more than 2,000 years ago. So, pre-Christ being born. Pre-Christ being born. So,
Okay. Let me just talk on the subject then, because, just pulling it off here. So this is very easy for me. And this is a great question. I'm sorry, what's your name? I keep forgetting. You're just so not memorable. Like, Jenny Craig, you have actually lost a little bit of weight. Are you eating that frozen shit or what? What have you been doing to lose so much weight? Tell everyone.
All that running to see your mom,
Fuck. What kind of a T-shirt are you wearing? A Ghostbusters T-shirt? What is that? Oh
This
my
is
lord. Okay,
you
so
can get this in my merch
anything-
store, teesprings.com/FTFE.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing that T-shirt is propagating is like you're propagating intellectual dishonesty because you know that we do not believe that it's a flat disk flying through space, man, because space doesn't exist.
If anybody on Flerf Bingo has the no true Scotsman's fallacy, then you can just tick that off. The whole, well, we don't believe that, not real flat earthers believe that. I have had debates with at least 10 flat earthers who 100% believe the earth is a disk in some kind of space. So just because that's not what you specifically believe.
I'm not including those people in we, okay? Like
Oh yeah,
me
yeah, and that
people-
is the no true Scotsman fallacy. So well done.
As in the people, like there's stages of flat Earth. You can't just like be like, oh, I believe
stages
in
of
flat
denial.
Earth now,
Yeah.
and then it's like, you know, you're still like when you get into flat Earth, you can still be like thinking you're a disc flying through space for the first 6 months or something.
No, these
You
are
must
people
just
that have been into
committed-
flat Earth for like 10, 15 years.
Nah, dude. Well, honestly, whatever to me right now, it's you're talking bullshit because honestly, you have a very low integrity and you could be making
I don't.
shit up right now. And honestly, I don't know
that's
any
what you say.
flat earther no. This is anyone who's listening, honestly, like either he's got some screws loose or he's just making this up completely right now. because I don't
Anyone
know
can
any
go and
flat
Google
earthers.
the entire
I don't know
Flat
any
Earth
flat
Society.
earthers.
I mean,
I'm a flat
the
earther,
entire Flat
and
Earth
I don't
Society.
know anyone that thinks what he says that.
So
In
have
the
you not?
beginning, when he says, the flat
Flat-
earthers
hey,
think that we're
Frankie,
just flying
Frankie,
through
cheer.
space,
Hold on a sec. Hold on, Frankie.
it's all a
Right.
hoax.
So have you heard of the Flat Earth Society or?
No, let's stick to the arguments here.
No, you just said you've never heard of a flat earther that believes that. Have you heard of the Flat Earth Society?
The Flat Earth Society is a hoax.
Oh, so more no true Scotsman fallacies.
The Flat Earth Society is.
I mean, you're right. It is a joke.
It's a
there's
controlled opposition.
There's no such thing as
That's-
controlled
that's-
opposition.
Look, that's the thing. Because you're not a flat earther, you don't have any idea.
Franz,
of how
nobody's
it
a
works.
flat earther because Earth isn't flat. But the
the oceans are flat. Sure, there's balloons and stuff. Or there's
oceans aren't
mountains.
flat. It's been measured curved, but whatever. In my intro, the bit that plays.
We're living on a disk, floating through space with a
Yeah,
tiny
that's a
sun.
lie. We don't
So,
think not one
so
flat earther
that-
thinks
that-
that. And if you cite
incorrect.
if you cite
That-
the Flat
that-
Earth
hold on,
Society,
hold
it
on.
means you have no idea what you're talking about.
Hold on. So that is a voice from a news clip of someone interviewing a flat earther in 2012 that wasn't associated with the Flat Earth Society. You can also look up Ali B, who is a flat earther that believes we are a disk
This
floating
is
in
called
space.
controlled opposition. The Flat
So
Earth
Ali
movement
B,
is the
Ali B
biggest-
is controlled
has the
opposition, is he?
biggest attack of controlled opposition in the world, other than just like conservative politics.
No, Alien X Gaming. He isn't a Poe. He is as dumb as he appears. It's cool. Don't worry.
Okay, so listen, Craig.
So anyway, back to your argument of saying all ancient cultures believed the Earth was flat. No, they didn't. At least for the last 2,300 years, they've known it was a globe.
No. So
your
if you look
argument is
here,
nuh-uh.
If you can see my screen here, these are all the ancient cultures that Craig is saying that they didn't know it's flat. He's just blatantly like garbage
So,
coming out of his mouth. All
when
of
did
these
Eratosthenes
ancient
do his
cultures
experiment?
Knew the world was flat because they're not idiots, okay?
And
they
how
knew
did they
that
hey, Franz,
all water- look at
Franz.
that. They knew that water in a container can only have a flat surface, okay?
That surface isn't flat, though.
You can see it right now. They
No,
knew
it's
that.
not flat. That surface of the water is not flat.
Right. Well, are you ready to have this debate? You want to move on?
Well,
ready
I
to
still
number
want to dispute your claim
go
of
ahead.
all
What else do you
ancient
have?
cultures
What are
knew
you
the
gonna
Earth
say
was
about
flat.
Our ancestors that are way
So
more
when
smarter
did
than-
the
way more worldly,
way
and
more
have much
smarter
better
and worldly?
technology.
All right, hold on. Right, our ancient ancestors didn't have the technology to measure the world in the way we do. At least for the last 2,300 years, we have known it was a globe since Eratosthenes did his experiment. At least.
Eratosthenes.
Yes. Oh,
Oh
this,
my
the,
God.
the flat earther mating call. Ha ha ha, I don't believe it.
Eratosthenes? Do I have
Yeah.
it here?
Happened before
Okay, so this
2,000 years ago.
Eratosthenes is just like, it's hogwash, okay? So what Craig is basically saying is that, hey, you
So
know
it's
what?
a lie. It's all a
There's-
lie. Is that your only argument? It's all a lie.
Excuse me, don't cut me off. Like if you want to start cutting me
Franz,
off, playing this game,
is that what you're saying? It's all a lie.
what's all a lie?
Just everything ever.
Hey, stop trying to gaslight and make me look crazy and stuff. Stick to the argument and stop.
I am
with your
sticking to the
witchcraft
argument.
case.
I am
You
sticking
are
to the
a
argument.
Horrible excuse for a source story.
I'm
You know what you are?
I'm a wizard,
You
Harry.
are-
Oh, I'm using my magic to disrupt your
Potter school.
internet.
You tried to get into the Harry Potter school and they didn't let you in, so you had to go to like the public witch school and you got a poor education. And honestly, the
I went
people
to
who
the
you look up
public
to,
witch
the
school.
people who taught you how to play your little mind tricks are so old school and analog. It's disgusting.
Oh, you're hilarious, Franz.
Okay.
So
don't
no
interrupt me,
evidence that the
otherwise I'm
Earth
just
is
gonna
flat so
start
far.
talking
I mean,
about-
you've been interrupting me constantly since we started, so tit for tat, bitch.
So there's the gaslighting. Everybody sees that he's a gaslighter right now. I'm not a rude interrupter.
Excuse me.
I know that
the
about
fuck did you
myself.
just say?
And... Okay, so can we move on, or you want to keep talking
Yeah, I'm
about
just
this?
going to point out once again that you're wrong. We've known the Earth was a globe for at least 2,300 years.
We? Who's we? No, we haven't.
Humanity.
No, actually, no. If you actually
Yes.
look, if you have ever picked up a Bible or a Torah, in
I've
your
read the
entire
Bible
life-
cover to cover many, many times. It doesn't once say
No,
the
well,
Earth
you
is
don't
flat.
need to read a Bible cover to cover. You just have to go to
So cherry pick is what you're saying.
And it's what every.
So you want to
So
cherry
basically
pick
what you're
stuff.
saying,
Nice.
No, it's not cherry picking. No.
Yeah, it is.
And you're cutting me off. And
I
you're
bet
not
I've read the
letting me
Bible more
explain.
than you.
You're
I
re-
guarantee
you're
I've read the
only
Bible more than you
resorting
have.
to just like argumentative details and not letting me like to explain.
No,
So
you have presented
what I'm
evidence,
saying
and
is-
I have explained how you are wrong. We have known it's a globe since at least Eratosthenes' experiment.
Okay, so let me respond to that. That's your
Go on.
That's your claim. Let me respond to that and stop being an ass and stop interrupting. Okay,
Nah, it's all right.
let me at least 30 seconds or a minute, and you know.
No,
there's
you can have
limit on
30
it,
seconds
okay?
there. There we go.
Just you know what? You should smoke some weed, man. Seriously,
Dude,
would your wife
have
ever
you
let
any
or-
idea how high I am right now?
Fuck. You got to get some different weed. Look.
Oh man, no, this is good stuff.
Let me. Okay, so you're saying Eratosthenes. I want everyone here to take point here. Is that okay? Well, honestly, you're not like a traditional weed smoker. Okay, you're one of those guys in
Oh,
high
so
school that,
no
you
true
were,
Scotsman
like,
fallacy. You're not one of us.
You weren't accepted by like the cool kids, right? Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
let's
didn't
just move
smoke
on.
weed when I was a kid because I'm not a retard.
Yeah, well, look where it's got you, man. You should have started a lot
Yeah,
earlier.
2
okay?
degrees,
'Cause you've
a
gone-
successful,
you've
a few
gone
successful careers,
completely down the wrong
a family,
path
a happy
of
life.
reality, right? Like you're Neil deGrasse Tyson God. Okay, so look, can I?
Oh, you're
respond?
wait, hold on. You're saying I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson? I take that as a compliment. He's a smart guy.
No, I said he's your God, yeah, and he's a Satanist.
There is no God. Don't be silly.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. You're
We don't
an
believe in
atheist,
fairy
so
tales
that's
here.
Fine. Okay, so right, so with flat Earth comes a creator, and with atheism comes nothing, and you come from nothing, and that makes no sense at
No, we don't.
all. So right off the bat,
That's not what atheism says at all. In fact, religion is the one that says we come from nothing because didn't your God create us from dirt?
no, that's not at all.
Sorry, does the Bible not say that God created us from dirt?
Well, let's talk about Eratosthenes, okay? Stop detracting, stop getting off
You're
topic,
the one
let's
that bring
go
up a
forward, forward.
creator.
And stop it. It doesn't mean you're allowed to just interrupt and start debating some other topic.
I'm not
If
allowed to refute
if
the
I-
nonsense that you
you're
say.
not
Of
allowed-
course
if I
not.
talk about a detail, a side
Guys, I'd
detail,
like
you're
everyone
not
to just
allowed
take a look for a
interrupt.
second. What
You're not
channel
allowed
is
to
this on?
interrupt and rob the argument away from me. So let's go back to.
Oh, I'm not allowed to refute what you say. No, of course not.
Not in the middle of my sentence, MF. Okay, I'm trying not to swear. Like, don't make. You know, I will start.
Oh,
like,
please do.
Don't make me. I don't want to make fun of you in front of your own people again, okay?
No, you don't have the ability to make fun of me. I know your mum loves it.
You know, honestly, like, you look good in the weight. You look more.
Are you hitting on me right now?
Generous than you ever did.
Dude, guys, I think this guy's hitting on me. I'm sorry, but I am married.
I'm not hitting on you, dude. I'm saying you look like a lesbian
pretty sure you're hitting
talk
on me.
show host. Her name is Ellen DeGeneres, man. Honestly, you really look
Wait,
like her.
Ellen's my sister. Don't talk bad about my sister Ellen, right?
You were like, when you were fat, right? You look like the bastard child of Ellen DeGeneres and Harvey Weinstein.
Hey, here's the thing, right? About being a bit overweight is that I can lose the weight, but you can't stop being a mental retard.
Can I do Eratosthenes now?
You can attempt to. It's going to be hilarious.
Okay,
Guys, if you've got a
don't interrupt
notepad, please pay attention. I'm just going to do some scientific research while you're going on.
No. Listen, you're totally trying. You're taking over the debate, and you're just jibber jabbering.
Yeah,
I'm trying to respond. We have a form here, so stop it.
I'm waiting for you to get onto the evidence about Eratosthenes.
Eratosthenes, and we're responding to my argument of the ancient civilizations understanding that water is flat and use that as a tool, and they're not stupid. You are, okay? So let me explain that your point of Eratosthenes is you're not letting me. You see everyone who's been
I'm waiting for you to...
by skipping over Eratosthenes.
I'm waiting for
Stop skipping over it. You know you're dead. Let me talk, okay? So Eratosthenes is a 2,000-year-old dead Satanist, and yes, I have the proof, because who is Satan? Who is the devil? The devil are the snake gods of the ancient world, and there's proof all over. They carved it into stone and all over the pyramids. It's all snake gods down here, and in ancient Roman culture too, they got snake gods, and they also have the demigods. So that's where you get like the Zeus had a kid with one of it's like Aphrodite or whatever, and then he was Achilles, so he was like half god, half human. So these were the stories from the Bible come. She's asking me, can I prove the Satan? And yes, I can, because the Mayans carved it into the stone for thousands of years, and they have every time you see like a native headdress with a snake on top, that represents the snake god that dominated it. Okay, so when you see a native like a Native American and they have a feather in their head, that means their gods are the bird gods.
I'm hyperventilating.
Yeah, and you're asking, I'm telling you, the ancients have carved it into stone to warn us for thousands of years, and it's exactly who the Bible describes as the devil. And it's like, okay, you're an atheist, and it's like, okay, well, you tell me. Let me ask you this question, Craig.
Oh, yeah, sure, go ahead.
What are they carving into stone down here, and why are they wearing snakes all over their heads? Do you know anything about that? No.
I imagine there's a fancy dress party going on or something, you know.
No, you don't know anything about that, and you would choose to mock it instead.
I'm definitely going to mock it, yeah. Hold on, Franz. I want to get this straight. Guys with snake things on their head carving into rock equals flat Earth.
Yeah, they're called,
is that right?
they're called the Mayan ancient civilization.
So you agreed with that sentence? Oh, my God.
No, you asked me, like, who the devil...
Am I being pranked?
Is
someone going to pop out?
So Eratosthenes, is what Craig is asking you is to just take the word of some dead guy who is a devil worshiper. He's trying to tell you that there weren't devil worshippers 2,000 years ago.
You're saying that
the biggest, stupidest lie ever, man.
You're saying that I'm telling you
devil worshipping. That's what I'm saying. He's saying there wasn't Satanist devil worshippers. I'm telling you, dude.
Franz, hold on, Franz.
Let me finish. I've been to the pyramids here, and at the bottom of all the pyramids, they got the snake gods carved into stone. Thousands of years before Eratosthenes. Eratosthenes is 2,000 years ago. This is 4,000 years ago. So yeah,
cool.
They carved it into stone 2,000 years before Eratosthenes, and all of the ancient Greek, Roman society. They were all Satanists and stuff, and you can see it in the movies.
Somebody help me. Right.
Look,
Okay. So
you can't deny. You can't
all right,
deny.
all right, hold on, no,
ancient
hold on,
Cultural
right.
civilization carving what is known as the devil into stone for
Yeah.
thousands of years. That's what I have to say.
So hold on. There was one thing you said that sent me off on hysterics, Franz. You went. So you're asking to take the word of a dead guy when your entire argument has been ancient cultures.
This is not. I don't need to take the word of the ancient culture.
You're taking the words of the ancient culture.
I can prove what they are saying. No. Look at you're totally gaslighting, pretending that
I can prove what Eratosthenes said. It's been proven by a friend of mine with an experiment he did.
Eratosthenes, first of it's been proven. No, it's not. You got two sticks. Do not prove that we're on a ball flying through. Oh, they got two sticks and then they got a shadow and then that doesn't prove shit. It really does.
Could you give me the maths? Could you give me the maths to say that it doesn't prove anything?
Math doesn't prove anything. You know what?
Well, it's actually maths is where proof lives.
Excuse me. We have the scientific method of observation, something that you.
Well, that's the first step of the scientific method.
No,
that's the first step.
You're a scientist, and you don't even use scientific method observation.
I absolutely do.
Wait. We are human. We are not computers. We are not math.
Okay, hold on. Right, let's look at the scientific method, shall we? Could you tell me what the first step of the scientific method is?
Okay, so what my closing argument on Eratosthenes?
Wait, no, hold on. I'm asking you a question right now. Could you tell me what
is a
Franz,
dead Satanist?
Dude,
he's telling us just shut up and listen.
No, I'm asking you a question right now. I'm asking you a question. You talked about the scientific method. I need to know what you're talking about. So, could you tell me what the first step of the scientific method is, please?
Okay, so I'm going to move on to my.
Could you tell me what the first step of the scientific method is?
To my next argument here.
No, you don't get to move on until you've answered my questions.
No. 7 minutes of argument. We've debated Eratosthenes. Now I'm moving on to my next.
No, we didn't debate Eratosthenes. You went nuh-uh.
No, you're not behaving. It's on my program here. Otherwise,
No. This is my show. You can run away if you like, but that counts as a rage quit, and I win. So
to my next one here.
So
I'm going to screen share my next argument.
No. You're going to answer my question. We're not moving on. You don't get to screen share until we move on.
Okay, well, go ahead. What do you want to know?
I would like you to tell me the first step of the scientific method.
Okay, you want to talk about the scientific method?
Yeah, tell me what the first step is.
What do you mean, though? Tell me what the first step. I'll tell you the whole thing.
No, we go step by step. Tell me the first step.
No, we're not going step by step.
Yes, we are. Tell me the first step. You don't know, do you?
No.
You don't know the first step of the scientific method, do you?
No,
you don't know the first step of the scientific method, do you?
Arguments, and we're going back and forth.
Your method was your argument was about the scientific method. So could you tell me what the first step of the scientific method is?
The scientific method means that you have to observe it with the human eye.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Could you give me a citation? No. Okay,
yes,
wrong.
It has to be a human eye.
No. Could you give me a citation that says you have to observe it with the human eye, please?
Yes, that's just what it's been since the beginning of time.
Give me a citation for that. Since the beginning of time, the scientific method is like 200 years old.
Everyone can just take my word for it because I know better than you. And if they want to go and look out, if they want to go and look up my claim, they can go claim. But I don't.
What's the second step of the scientific method?
My reality doesn't come.
What's the second step of the scientific method?
The first step is that you have to be able to see it with the human eye.
No, it isn't. The first step is make an observation.
No.
The first step is simply make an observation. What's the second step?
Well, it doesn't have to be just the human eye. It can be a real photo or a real video.
Right, so not just the human eye. Cool. Right. Yeah, that's fine.
No, but it is a live human eye observation.
No, a camera is not a human eye. But anyway, what's the second step of the scientific method?
So, do you see what Craig's doing right now?
I'm asking you the second step of the scientific method.
The fact that he believes in cartoon reality.
I don't have any belief. I'm asking you what the second step of the scientific method is.
Measurement.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, the second step of the scientific method is to ask a question or form a hypothesis.
No, honestly, no. This is BS. What you're talking about. The scientific method is very simple. And it's
and step 2 is to ask a question.
When you go into people who believe in cartoon.
So you don't know what the scientific
then they
method is, do you?
No, then excuse me, I'm trying to explain. Don't argue me in the middle of my sentence.
You haven't answered my question.
You're doing it right now. Did your parents not like teach you how to let someone finish their sentence?
I locked my parents in the basement and told them what to do.
I can't even get 10 seconds without you talking over
You
me.
don't shut up.
You want me to quit? You want me to quit?
You can run away if you like, Franz. You haven't answered my question. What is the second step?
Listen. Is it Ellen or Jenny Craig? Which one do you like better?
Whatever your mum calls me is the best one.
Look, honestly, if you have to have mum jokes, it means that you are.
Well, if you have to have jokes about me looking like a lesbian.
You are so socially challenged that I bet you never had any friends in high school because you were fucking.
I was actually quite popular at high school.
Yeah, you were probably pretty.
And I definitely wasn't fat in high school, that's for sure.
Well, you were fat the last time I debated you. How much?
I wasn't in high school last time.
How much did you lose?
I've lost about a third of my body weight, but.
And you know what? You started when I started making fun of your tits. It was at the same time.
No, it's not. It was nothing to do with you. It was more to do with a change of medication and stuff. So.
What do you mean it's nothing to do with your tits?
Your mum loves my tits, I've got to say. So anyway, first step of the scientific method is make an observation. Second step is to ask a question or form a hypothesis. What is the third step of the scientific method?
Dude, that's ridiculous. That's all fake.
No, that is the scientific method.
Definition. Honestly, everyone, that is not.
Please provide me with a citation.
This is the scientific. In order for it to be science, and screw your citations, I don't do that. It comes from my mouth right now, and I
so
can show people
you're just making shit up then?
Let's do it. I'll show you right now. Okay, let's do an example.
You're going to show me the scientific method right now, are you?
Yes, right now. So the science is called.
Pay attention, guys. Wait. I'm going to put you full screen so everyone can see you showing them the scientific method.
Everyone, even people who still think that you're believe because you're fooled that we're on the
Here we
globe,
go.
That have scientific.
Please teach us,
integrity.
Sensei.
Thank you. Scientific integrity. Okay, that means it has to add up to these three things. It needs to be observed by the human eye.
Wrong.
Will you stop? Okay.
No.
It needs to be a human observation. You can use a tool. You can use a photo or a video or a telescope or a zoom lens or the human eye. But it has to be verifiably real. It cannot be a cartoon. It cannot be a cartoon. It cannot be a computer graphic. And that's where Craig is wrong. That's why he's trying to interject and be like, wrong, because he believes in cartoon reality.
When did I say it should be a cartoon?
Where I say, okay, so his cartoon reality, where he believes in cartoon planets, right? That what he doesn't know, what he doesn't want to know.
I've got friends that have taken photos of planets.
He's denying is that the planets are all named after these Greek gods.
Who cares what they're named after?
And
Neptune was nearly named after a British king.
Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, Pluto,
yeah, cool.
Uranus. These are all the Greek gods. These are all Greek gods.
I thought you were going to tell us about the scientific method. This not the scientific method that I've ever known of.
Well, I'm pointing out the scientific method does not apply to cartoon planets of Greek gods. Okay, so
I didn't say it did.
You cannot say that you're using the scientific method when you're looking at a cartoon planet on a computer screen. That is not.
I don't need to look at the. I've never said that. You're just making that up.
I'm showing the difference. So the scientific method is you have to observe with the human eye.
No, it's not.
Okay, or a human makes the observation and records it, and takes and then the next step is taking the measurement. It has to be a measurable object, or at least say if it's something that you can't at least some kind of measurement. Because
so
if you're not
a measurement of what?
Excuse me.
Yeah, you've skipped so much.
If you're not in
Sorry, you're breaking up again because you're getting your Wi-Fi from Tesco's or something. I don't know. Oh, what a brilliant thumbnail picture. Guys, quick, screenshot that and meme it. Quick, screenshot meme.
Okay, look. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Did you really need to stop
yeah.
getting your Wi-Fi from
listen, I'm
McDonald's
just showing
and
the
stuff?
difference between a real scientific observation and a fake one. This is what you're asking me to do.
No, I'm asking
So,
you to tell me what the scientific method is, and you're
no,
failing
no.
quite
Just stop. I'm going
spectacularly.
right now. Don't tell me how to speak my message and deliver it. That's a
I asked you a question, and you said that you would tell us the scientific method, and then you didn't tell us the scientific method.
You don't know shit about witchcraft, bro. Okay?
I thought I was a witch. You told me I am a witch, so how can I know nothing
you're
about
a witch.
witchcraft if I'm a witch?
You're one of those. You use like.
Wait,
like
can I?
witchcraft,
How is? I've been practicing.
And that's why you suck at it, because you don't. You're not fine tuned at it.
I've been practicing.
Listen,
so can you tell me my pronunciations right? Hold on. Can you tell me my pronunciations right? Because obviously you're the master. Wingardium Leviosa. How was that?
I don't know, because I'm not a nerd like you are.
But I'm trying to learn witchcraft, and I thought you just said you know all about witchcraft.
Like what I'm telling you is that you suck at it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking for help. Did I not get the pronunciation right? Is there more of a flick with the wand, or
I don't know what
work?
kind of like lame, like sissy witchcraft you're doing over there. But
so what's the best kind of wand to use? Am I using the wrong kind of wand?
Part of the world, we're not a bunch of like glow in the dark like pale boys with a little magic stick, okay?
Oh, Woden Toad in the chat says it's Leviosa, not Leviosar. Right, that's where I'm going wrong. Thanks, dude.
Of course, your followers, they would know better than me, right?
Cheers, man. Leviosa. Right. Okay, I've got it. Thanks, guys. I can work on my witchcraft now. Excellent.
Okay, let's move on from the scientific, because it's boring.
Oh, okay. How about we move on after I've explained to you the scientific method, because you obviously have no clue.
Then? Because you still didn't let me.
You can watch me whilst you finish if that's what you like to do, but sure. So the first step of the scientific method is to make an observation, right? A natural observation. That's what it says. The second step of the scientific no, the word human isn't in there.
You like it when people bark at you when you're trying to talk?
The word human isn't there. So the second step of the scientific method is to make a prediction or ask a question.
Then? A computer?
Whatever you need. So the second step of the scientific method is to form a hypothesis or ask a question. So, the observation that you've just seen, so then you need to make a hypothesis about what that is. Ask a question about that observation. The third step of the scientific method is to take that hypothesis or question that you've done and use it to make a prediction. Well, based on what I'm saying my hypothesis is, this is what I think should happen. The next step of the scientific method is to do an experiment to test that prediction. Then you get the results from that experiment. You see if it either confirms or denies your hypothesis. And if you need to, you go back to the beginning and modify your hypothesis based on the observation and repeat the process. That is the scientific method.
No, it's actually not. And if you just,
I mean, science disagrees, but
your hypothesis, where it's like you have to go and redo the hypothesis, because if you don't get the results you want and you want to be embarrassed by your friends, you have to go back and fix it and come back and change the rules and move the goalposts and lie to everyone. And that's what Craig's doing. That's what he just explained. And so it's like, it's the scientific methods of observation. You look at it with your eye, you measure it, and you have to be able to come back and show it to somebody. Whereas Craig is saying, oh, you know what? It can be whatever I say, and it can be a cartoon on a screen, and there doesn't need to be a human present. And that's just that's complete satanic artificial intelligence program.
Do you know why you modify your hypothesis? If you don't get the results you expect, and you go, oh, well, I guess I was wrong. Well, maybe this is what's happening instead. I'll make a prediction based on my modified hypothesis and test that. Science doesn't just go, I don't like that result, so I'm going to do something else. It says, oh, well, the result says I was wrong. Let's go back to the drawing board and figure out where I was wrong. I don't think you understand what science is. When you say science, I don't think you mean the same word that we mean.
No. I understand.
Yeah.
I know exactly. The science is, like, you're adding in all of these details and stuff.
Science is quite detail-orientated.
Now listen, let's relax, okay? The scientific method, like the problem with you globe earthers is that you have fallen for the psyop and all of the disinfo and the misinfo. So when you try to explain stuff to people that you don't understand yourself, You
Yeah,
always
cool.
have to add in all of
6
these
years at uni.
stupid details that make people confused, that has nothing. A hypothesis? Dude, it's not about
Yes.
what you think. No, he's
Yes,
telling you.
that's
Stop,
an
let me
integral
finish.
part of
Let
the
me
scientific
finish.
method.
Let me finish. No, you always
It's-
cut me off when I'm
It's an
stop,
integral
stop.
part of
It's
the
not your turn to
scientific
speak.
method.
Listen, it's not
You
your
are
turn to
wrong.
speak it. Stop cutting me off. Okay,
I'm not cutting you
done.
off. I'm just telling you, you're wrong. You're going to run away like a little
Dude,
girl.
will you stop shouting at me and barking at me?
I'm not shouting at you. I'm laughing at your comical ignorance of the things you tried to speak about.
You have to let me finish me speaking. Otherwise, this is intellectual dishonesty, and you're upsetting me, and I will quit. This is not fair.
I don't think you know what intellectual integrity is. All right. Okay, go on. You got 30 seconds.
Would you rather me be mean to you again?
You can try. It's hilarious when you try to be mean. It's absolutely fucking beautiful and will make for amazing highlight reel. So please do your best.
What? Anyone that loses that like a lot of weight that fast looks like shit underneath. You probably have a lot of.
I look pretty good actually.
Why don't you show us your waffle tits right now?
I'd rather not. I've got quite a lot of scars on my body.
Show us your
So you've gone from trying to prove the flat Earth to wanting to see my body. I am 100% sure that this dude is hitting on me. He is absolutely hitting on me.
You're being yourself. Every time I'm talking for 15 seconds and I get to the juice of where it's starting to destroy you, and you cut me off and you say, "Oh, I'm laughing." You're not allowed to laugh. You're not allowed to talk. You're not allowed to cut me off.
Yes, Daddy.
Okay. Otherwise, I'm either going to quit or I'm going to make fun of your tits again.
So you're going to run away, or they prove how much of a dumbass you are. Cool. Up to you.
How much milk can you squirt out of those titties, huh?
Ask your mum. She's seen.
Probably a lot less since you lost all your weight on the Jenny Craig. Honestly, I'm sure you still look like shit. Okay, you can't just.
Oh,
lose
guys,
all that
there better be some memes in my meme room. Carry on, Franz. You've got 2 minutes.
Let me speak.
I'm gonna let you entertain us with your stupidity. Yes.
I can keep talking about how.
P.S. The planets were Roman. P.S. The planets were named after Roman gods, not Greek.
How does that work? If you look like Ellen and Ellen's a lesbian, what does that make you?
I'm a lesbian. I'm definitely a lesbian. I'm definitely a lesbian because I love women.
So you have no dick.
Your mum would definitely disagree with that, but whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you don't have one, then you can't partake with anything. Okay, so
okay.
Honestly,
I mean, my son turned 12 today. Happy birthday, my boy Struan. You're fucking the love of my life. I absolutely adore you. He turned 12 today. That wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have a penis. But whatever.
Well, honestly, you're not like the kind of guy that I would put it beyond, whoever you're with to cheat on you. You sound like the perfect kind of boyfriend to just pay for everything and then go for a bed, go for a shag.
I do pay for everything for my wife.
And then no. And it's like on King of the Hill where the kid. Oh yeah.
I got to say, this is the best evidence for flat Earth I've ever heard. I'm absolutely convinced, Franz. You're incredible at this.
Okay, so do you want to get back to the debate, or are you going to behave yourself and let me finish speaking?
Well, you tried to explain to us what the scientific method is, and you haven't done that.
Okay, so you just explained. Now I was in the middle. Let me finish. If you don't let me finish, you're being a jackass because.
I'm being a jackass.
Listen, you're saying, there's not enough time for you to speak. But the debate went for 3 hours. You are such
because
a liar,
you never
Greg. You are such a liar. A 3-hour debate, but you don't have enough time to let me finish my 20-second sentence. You are an intellectually dishonest man. So you have a chance now to just prove that you can do this. Because honestly, the Flat Earth community, there are a lot of Johnny Level's watching right now.
Oh, Johnny Level, the coward. If Johnny's watching, hold on. Yeah, he is. He runs away from me.
He slays you on Facebook every day.
He thinks he does. He doesn't understand anything, and he runs away from me. He refuses to debate me.
Comments every day. How is he a coward?
I look for him and poke him.
You're a coward.
I'm here waiting for him.
Intellectually dishonest. You can't.
All right. Anyway, one sec, Franz. One sec, Johnny. If you're watching, I just want everybody to know that Johnny told me that obviously the Earth can't be a globe because it violates the second law of thermodynamics. And then the next sentence told me that moonlight is cold, which literally violates the second law of thermodynamics. So Johnny Level, you're a fucking moron.
Thermodynamics, moonlight is cold. You haven't even seen that experience?
I've done the experiment myself.
What?
Over an entire month.
The moonlight is colder than shadow experiment?
Yeah, but it's not. Because even when there's no moon in the sky, you get.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Did the middle of my sentence interrupt the beginning of yours there? I've done the experiment.
We both
no,
started at the same time.
I've done the experiment, and my conclusion was that the difference in temperature is no different whether there is a moon in the sky or not. You get cooling in the open air rather than the shade because of radiative cooling. That is a fact.
So you're doing the experiment wrong. He's doing it wrong. So the experiment.
I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it over an entire month.
Yeah. Can I explain, or are you going to be a jackass?
I've done the experiment. Have you?
Is that what you're training? Or is that what you
have you done the experiment?
Kid? You teach your 12-year-old son to just interrupt people at will? Talk over.
You haven't shut up this entire thing. The irony is incredible.
Does your kid get in trouble at school for talking over the teacher?
No, he's actually like the top student in the class.
Okay, then shut up.
Well, you keep interrupting me, but anyway, have you done the experiment?
So here's the experiment. Let me explain, and don't interrupt. So if you want to keep arguing about how many times you interrupt, I'll fine. I like doing that too, because I do it with my mom, and like I can just keep.
Oh, I imagine you argue about interrupting people quite a lot. Yeah.
I can just show people how you're not in control and that you're actually intellectually dishonest by interrupting.
I don't think you know what intellectually dishonest means. It doesn't mean interrupt.
I'm explaining to you and your people right now that you are being intellectually dishonest by not.
That word doesn't mean what you think it means.
Right, you're doing it right now. Do you see everyone right there?
That word does not mean what you think it means.
You can you smoke some weed right now in front of me?
Oh, I had some just now when I was off camera. Don't worry.
I don't know. That's not good enough. Take a hit right now. I don't care.
He didn't fall? Inconceivable. You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Dude, this is stupid.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, Moonlight isn't cold.
Because you suck. Okay. So
I've done the experiment, and moonlight isn't cold.
My next argument. We had enough of the stuff.
I just want to point out before you do that I love how you said I did the experiment wrong when I didn't even tell you how I did the experiment. Brilliant.
Let's just move on.
That's amazing.
Honestly,
amazing deduction from you.
If you shit the bed, I'm moving on to the next argument. If you
I
keep
didn't shit the bed.
I'm gonna cut this short.
Have you got problems?
I'm gonna cut this short.
Is that something that you do?
Because you know what, McToon.
It's MC Tune, not McToon.
He promised me that he would not interrupt, but what do you know? He's calling from a trailer, and he's so trashy that he can't keep his mouth shut, just like you. And you know what? You really could be doing a lot better in life. Okay.
I'm doing fine, actually.
You are so trashy. And you've been so misled that you are where you are. That's why you are where you are. Okay, can you get that off the screen? You disgusting.
What's on the screen?
Turn that off.
Nathan, will you bloody... Sorry, Nathan comes in all the time and interrupts stuff.
Hey guys, you want to hear a funny story while we're all chatting, dude? I'm dating a first grader.
Nathan, no one cares. I'm sorry, it's Nathan.
Dude, no.
That's Nathan Thompson.
You're not allowed to have anyone on our debate.
Well, I can't help it if Nathan Thompson comes in, can I?
Yes, you can. What are you talking about?
Official Flat Earth Globe discussion. We got
See, again,
1,000 members in there. The group was just deleted a few minutes ago.
Yeah, Nathan, we know that your group got deleted. Will you stop going on? I'm trying to have a stream here with friends. I'm sorry. Sorry, Ferdinand. He doesn't realize it's a soundboard, guys.
Okay, well, whatever. Can we move on?
Yeah, fine. We move on.
Oh, yeah, it was something funny.
Someone's very funny. Yeah.
You stupid.
No, I'm in a stream. Can you guys stop it? I'm sorry.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
Now you can get out. That is not on. Franz, I'm so sorry. These guys. Why have you gone all? What has your internet died again?
I live on a remote beach in Mexico. Where do you live, bro?
I live in Scotland.
Yeah, but like somewhere where it's cold and your bricks everywhere and shit.
Definitely cold in Scotland. Yeah,
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? So maybe you got better internet sometimes.
dude,
but
my
we
internet's
usually
run
have
by
great internet.
hamsters.
My
I get an
internet
out of
usually
cheese error.
works good. Okay, so can we move on?
Please do. I'm sorry. I've told the guys
Okay.
not to interrupt anymore, though. All right.
No, you know what? You should be
they shouldn't.
apologizing for your own behavior and for your interruptions and intellectual dishonesty
I'm not prepared for
and
that.
rudeness.
Kent!
That's what you should be behaving for.
Okay. It's not me. These guys
And
keep.
I'll tell you, no, just stop it. I'll tell you what. If you were actually like more like, like if you had like literally, if you had like just a little bit of integrity with your debates and the way you would have like a lineup of people waiting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've usually got a line of people
All
waiting.
right, now
Don't
you're
worry.
making fun of me with your friends. Yeah, that's great. Okay. Oh, you want to play the game? All right.
Oh shit! I forgot that was on you. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the screen for you. Right, carry on.
Okay,
Right,
so
your next point?
So where do you want to go? Do you want to go to the container? You want to do it?
Yeah, sure. You can go to a container if you
Okay,
like.
no, because let's move on because people understand that. Let's just move on, okay? Like your
Yeah, sure.
scientific observation, you try to make it so difficult, but really it's very easy, okay? The scientific method of observation is very easy. You don't need a formula. You don't need hypothesis. You don't need nothing because all in that comes dishonesty and lies and theory. Hypothesis is theory and is bullshit. So the scientific method of observation is clearly just that. Observing with real science, okay? So here we have Exhibit A. Excuse me, can I get full screen and turn that off?
Yeah. Oh shit! Sorry, I
Turn
keep.
full
It's on.
screen.
Yeah, I'm just changing the screens over so I can do something. There we go.
Stop
no.
screwing around.
I'll make you full screen, so don't panic. Here we go.
Stop scrolling around,
it's
Ellen.
all on you.
Okay?
Can you also tell your mum to pick up her panties? She left them here last time.
Okay, well, you know what, Craig, you're just like, trash. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like if you don't have any, like if you're not creative enough to at least try to any kind of insult other than a mom joke, that means that
It's
you
all
are
I
a
need.
dumbass
Dude,
nerd
dude,
in
your
high
entire
school.
thing is saying you've got titties. Well done.
You in high school, you were a dumbass nerd.
I was actually head of the football team, head of the rugby team, also head of the chess team, so I covered all bases.
Oh, the chess team. Exactly, you nerd.
I also said
Now
the
listen.
rugby and the football teams.
Nerd,
Did you miss?
nerd,
Also
nerd,
the
nerd.
cricket
You
team
are
and
a
basketball team.
textbook nerd. You are not the yeah, sure. Right, yeah. Look, man, like, can we move on?
I've been waiting for you to move on for a long time.
Okay, let's move on because let's try to stop it being personal because you're not popular.
Oh, well, you're the one that went there.
Well, honestly, I'm a very popular guy, okay? And I can tell you're
No,
not.
you're not.
This is the first time you.
Of course, I'm not popular with nearly 6 million views on my
Any kind
channel.
of popularity or anything. This is the first time in your life with this channel. Okay,
No,
so no wonder why
really not.
you're no wonder why you're tyrannical and you're intellectually dishonest. Okay, so what
It
we
must
have
be
right now
so
is
hard
our next
being you.
argument. Our next argument, Exhibit A.
Right.
Okay, the container. So all water, all bodies of water that stand, that accumulate, all of them need a container. They need to be contained. You cannot have a body of accumulated water, standing, accumulated, non-moving water without a container. Okay? Now let me ask you just quick here, Craig, because you're going to interrupt me anyways. Can you think of a container, of a body of water without a container that's not contained?
No,
That's not moving.
no one ever said that water isn't contained. That's
you
a bit of a
think of
straw man
one-
on your part.
Can you think of a body of water that is not contained in a container? Yes or no? Give me an example.
It's all contained. No one ever says it wasn't. That's a bit of a straw man.
Yes
I don't know why
or
you bring that
no?
up.
Yes or no?
No, because it doesn't exist. Of course it doesn't.
No, you cannot show me a body of water that is not in a container. That's a no?
No, and no one ever said that they could.
Okay, so everyone, take that as note that the defendant cannot produce or can even think about a body of water that has no container, and is actually agreeing to the claim that bodies of water do not exist unless they are contained. Okay, so with that being said, I show you this container of water, okay?
It's a lovely container of water.
Look, okay, so this is a container of water, and in this water, in this container, is the surface of water, okay?
Okay.
Can we see it?
Yeah, we can see it.
Right. Try harder, guys. Come on, you know. I've given you
What?
guys some good jokes at Craig already. You got to try harder. See, the problem with Craig and your followers is that you guys are not creative at all, and that's what I was saying. You guys are all nerds in high school. I know. So, basically, oh yeah, right. Okay, is that what it is?
Sorry, get on with your argument. We're waiting.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is, just hold on a second here. Let me just pull, oh, okay, there we go. Oh, there's your titties right there. Does everyone see them? Look at Craig. Look, he was
That's a terrible
he's all
meme.
wide, and he's got this shirt, and he's got the titties.
Hey, that video got over 100,000 views. That was a pretty good one.
Of course, man, because people are entertained by me. Nobody cares about you.
Cool. How many subscribers have you got again?
Honestly, like, I'm the star of the show. Let's be honest. Can you at least admit that? Like, no, honestly.
I mean, honestly, Franz, I'd agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong. So. You want to get on with your argument?
I'm a sexist now. Let's play sex politics. Yeah.
It's impressive you can read them.
So great. Yeah. Well, whatever, man. I get. Well, he looks like Ellen to me. Am I sexist now? What do you call that? Like, I'm just saying he looks like Ellen, and I'm an.
So are you saying you fancy Ellen? Because you clearly fancy me.
If you put his head by Ellen's head, you'd be like, "Whoa, what's going on? Are you guys sisters?" I mean, you know. Okay, so can we move on?
You've said that about 10 times, and I've said yes.
That's really bad. Okay, all right. So this container of water, okay, he cannot think of a body of water that is not in a container, okay? So what he just said exactly right there, okay, is that, and let me just go get the dark globe.
Oh my god, this is fucking hilarious, guys. So is Tau Ceti Alpha better be watching this, I swear to God.
Okay. I got you right where I want you, bro. So take note.
Yeah, of course, you've got me right where you want me on my YouTube channel. Of course you have.
Of a body of water that's not in a container, okay? So
no one ever said there was such thing.
I would like to introduce to you the dark globe. It's kind of like my evil cat, you know? I pet it like this.
I hope you don't have pets.
Because you know why? It doesn't exist. That's why it's dark. If this was blue water, it wouldn't be allowed.
I can see it right. You're holding it. How can it not exist?
Because it's dark. The dark globe. I like it. Okay. Because it's a lie. So Craig, you just heard it from him. He cannot think of a body of water that is not in a container. Does this look like a container to you? No. This is not. See what he's drinking out of? That's a container. This is not a container.
No one
this is not
said
a container.
It was.
This
no one said it was.
Is a container. Okay, so these are two different things. This
no
can
one
never
said it
be
was.
a container, and the water can never stick to the outside of something that is not a container. That is not in our reality. Okay.
Well, you're wrong because forces exist. So an acceleration. An acceleration.
Listen, I'm showing it to you right now. Here's a container with a body of water. And
all right.
Here's a non-container.
Cool. All right. Do me a favor, Franz. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Right. Do me a favor. Take that container of water. Hold it up for me. All right, now turn it upside down. No, don't put... No, the container of water. Turn that upside down.
No, but you're saying this is a container.
No, I'm talking about your container right now. And I didn't say that.
No,
Stop putting
no.
words in my mouth. Pick up your container again and turn it upside down for me.
Why would I do that?
Because I want to see how contained the water is.
Dude, that makes no sense at all, and you're just trying to confuse people and distract them because you're losing this argument.
Wait,
This
so
water
you're saying it's
is in
only a container if it's turned up one way. Why is that?
Well, look, I don't know what you're trying to get at. Can you be more specific? Like, I'm just telling you, I'm showing people that you just contradicted yourself. You said that you cannot think of a body of water that is not in a container. Yet you believe that the ocean
I don't believe anything.
stick to the out. Stop talking. That the ocean stick to the outside of a ball, which is not a container. So that is a complete contradiction. Okay.
No, it's not. There's an acceleration towards the center of the Earth, and that is a container.
Okay, so take another note that he has no clue what he's talking about right now. He's saying, because of some mathematical formula that some dead Satanist told me.
No, I'm just saying there. Are you denying there's an acceleration?
It's my pedophile priest.
Are you denying there's an acceleration towards the ground?
What I'm telling you, everyone, is that...
Why won't you answer the question? Why won't you answer the question? Why won't you answer the question, Franz? I did.
No, you didn't answer this question. This is the...
I told you there is a container.
There is. Okay, let me answer this. Your force and this acceleration, he's saying that there's a force of acceleration because this happens.
No, there's an acceleration that causes the force.
This doesn't exist. So you have no basis.
Right, so basically, wait, so your argument is what you're saying isn't real, so you're wrong.
I'm not finished.
You answer my question. Are you denying there's an acceleration towards the ground?
Look,
yes or no?
I can prove right now that a body of water needs to be in a container. You just told me it.
Turn that container of water. Turn that container of water upside down.
If you're gonna keep arguing and go and
we're having a debate, and I'm trying to debate you, but you're being a little bitch.
You're behaving like a child.
I'm asking you a question, and you won't answer my question.
No, your wife is going to be very mad at you if I hang up right now. So
no, she's not. She's asleep.
Zip it. You treat me with
Franz,
respect, okay?
Franz, answer my question. The flat Earth community is the biggest joke on the internet.
You lost your Facebook. You lost your profile already, and everyone knows that. Okay.
My old profile got hacked by a Flerf, actually.
People with respect, and you let them finish.
Dude, I debate people all the fucking time. I'm asking you a question, and you haven't answered my question. What happens if you take that container of water and turn it upside down?
Then I would be following these instructions of a complete fool.
What would happen to the water?
It would fall on the ground.
So it's not contained then?
That's not a body anymore.
Why is it not a body? Because you turned it upside down.
Because, again, right now he's being intellectually dishonest because at the beginning of this argument, I stated to everyone exactly 3-4 times in a row exactly what a body of water is. But now he's trying to pretend that I never said that.
So if you turn it upside down, it stops being a body of water.
Like, shut your mouth. Now,
so if you turn it upside down, does it stop being a body of water?
I already explained to people.
Right, no, Franz, shut up and you need to listen.
Fourth time. No,
Franz, you need to stop and listen. Franz,
stop it.
Listen.
This is a standing body of water, okay?
Yeah, but now turn it upside down.
Craig,
what happens if you turn it upside down?
I'm going to hang up.
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question.
Stop your questioning.
No.
Stop it. You just
answer my question.
No. Stop talking and let me.
Why does the water fall out if you turn it upside down?
Craig, look. Craig is being intellectually dishonest because he's not letting me.
You don't know what that word means.
Communicate.
You've communicated it.
Argument, which
you've already done that. We know what your premise is.
Again.
He's so triggered. There's a jug of water. Cool. Turn it upside down. What happens? He's so triggered he's broken his internet again, guys. This is fucking hilarious. This might be one of the funniest debates I've ever been part of. How's everyone doing in the chat while he tries to sort his internet out?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can now. You got so triggered that you broke your own internet.
Are you seriously going to behave like this? Because I don't like the way this is going.
Asking you questions.
No, honestly, like you are so trashy that you will make a
you won't
commitment
answer
and then
the
break it
questions
immediately. There's no integrity at all. I bet you grew up in a family that interrupted everyone and everyone just shouted.
No, I had a lovely
everyone.
family life,
Right?
actually.
Well, you know what? I don't like that, and that's not welcome here. It's not welcome in the flat earth community.
You don't like having a happy family life. No, I know that.
Bro. Shut up and stop talking over me. You deserve to be slapped
Well,
around.
answer my questions then.
Shut up and stop acting like an asshole.
Answer my questions then.
Then don't talk over me when I'm speaking and let me finish my point
Right.
and my phrase.
Let me ask the question then.
I'm gonna ask you one. I'm gonna give you one last chance. If you can't,
You give me all the chances you like. Ask me my question.
You are such a piece.
You're gonna run away like a little bitch. That's fine.
Of lying, dishonest trash. This is your last chance.
So what happens if you turn the water upside down?
You can tell your wife that she doesn't get to go shopping tomorrow with the money that Flat Ferdinand made her. Okay.
It's fine. There's plenty of money. I don't need to worry about that, fans. So the question was.
You still need to worry about your wife.
The question was, what happens?
That if you don't have your ego under control, then your family
Franz,
loses money.
Yeah, people love it when this happens. You are so fucking clueless. Right, Franz. So that container of water, is that container of water only a container of water when it's held up one way?
So you're telling me that you smoke crack and that's why you have to keep interrupting me?
If you say that, that's very strange.
Is that how you lost all your weight? You smoked all
I
this
just
crack?
asked. Why won't you answer the questions? Are you scared of the questions?
Okay, so listen. You
no,
keep
I'm asking you the
me
question,
questions, and then you don't let me. And then you don't let me answer. And then
you haven't answered. I asked you a question, and then you said something about crack.
You listen to me, you son of a bitch.
You listen to me, you son of a bitch. Don't talk to me like that.
You don't talk to me like that.
You don't talk. Why can't I talk to a moron like that?
There's a thing called respect
Franz,
and dignity.
answer the. Yeah, you haven't got. You don't deserve any of it.
And if you expect to be debating,
will you answer the question, you silly boy?
You better show a little bit more manners and behave better, because honestly, nobody wants. Cool
story.
Cares
Answer
about
the
talking
question.
to people like you. Nobody cares because you're just such a trash.
There's 433. Videos in my debates playlist, guys. Please go and watch all the 433 debates that I've seen.
You can't stop interrupting people and have a decent conversation.
I've been asking you to. I've been asking you a question.
You could have a lineup of people every day, but you're.
I do have a line of people.
No, and you think you're funny too.
I'm hilarious.
That's funny. This guy tells himself that he's funny. That's hilarious, and nobody laughs at him.
Apart from my 43,000 subscribers, but whatever.
Okay, so. Just behave yourself, otherwise I'm hanging.
All right, cool.
Okay?
So answer the question then, all right?
Okay, so I already answered your question once.
No, you didn't.
No, shut up and stop interrupting me. I did. You asked it, and I answered it. I said it's going to go on the floor, and then you just start interrupting and arguing.
All right, and now that question has another question to it.
Now, right, don't talk when I'm talking. You wait until I finish.
You do not. No, you haven't shut up. Okay. Right now, my next question. My next question from that is, why did Franz, will you listen?
Apologize. No,
Franz, will you listen?
No,
right, so
you apologize.
Why did the water? Oh, don't be a little baby.
No,
why did the water?
I'm hanging up.
Are you running away? Are you running away like a little girl? This is flat Earth.
Craig, otherwise I'm hanging up.
Oh, guys, I guess we'll read super chats in a minute once he runs away. Just take all the screenshots of him running. I haven't done anything wrong. I've been trying to ask you a question. So why did that water fall out of the jug?
If you're not sorry, you're just gonna act.
Of course, I'm not sorry. You're a moron, and you haven't stopped interrupting me. Right, Franz, you apologize for constantly interrupting me. Then I'll apologize to you. How about that?
Do you want to have an argument the whole time about how you can't stop arguing and interrupting, or do you want to get back to the debate and behave?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the debate. If you will please follow with me.
Your son has no chance of learning manners when you behave like this.
Don't talk about my son. Don't talk about my son.
Then stop treating me like shit.
I'm asking you a question. That's all I'm doing. You don't deserve respect. You're a moron that hasn't stopped interrupting me.
I'm standing up for your son. Your son doesn't deserve to be taught these manners.
My son is awesome, awesome little boy. Do
I'm
not...
sure he's much better
right.
behaved than you.
I'm going to mute you for a sec and say this very clearly, all right? Because you are being a dick right now. Do not mention my son. Is that clear? No, no. Do not. Do not. No. You'll get unmuted once you stop, and then I will ask you the question. Right. You do not mention my son. No one can hear you right now. Right. You do not mention my son. Is that clear? Is that clear?
That. Go fuck yourself. I already answered that. Go fuck yourself.
You were muted. No one could hear you. No, so you do not mention my son. Yeah, you were muted. No one could hear you.
Then you show me respect.
You don't deserve respect.
I'm not disrespecting your son.
You absolutely are. No, you're being a dick, and I've told you. No, you do not mention my son. No, you do not mention my son. You do not.
I respect your son. I respect your son.
No, my son thinks you're an absolute fucking moron. So do not mention my child. Right. If you're showing respect for the conversation of the debate, now you will answer the questions. Why did that water... Stop interrupting me. 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 Stop interrupting me.
Do not mention my mom.
Well, don't... I'll make jokes about your mom. Well, then don't mention my weight, you piece of shit trash. All right?
Oh,
now,
mad. He's so mad now. Look, he's getting so
mad.
Yeah,
I'm mad when you've been the one fucking triggered this entire time. Right, now stop interrupting me, right? Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. Franz, stop interrupting me. Why'd you keep interrupting me? Why'd you keep interrupting me? Why haven't you stopped interrupting me this entire time?
You've been warned.
Stop, Franz, stop interrupting me. Answer, Franz, don't interrupt me.
I'm not answering your stupid questions. Let's move
yeah,
on
you are. That's the debate. The debate, this is where the debate's going. Why did the water fall out of the jug? Why did it not be contained anymore?
Okay, so again, I already answered this question.
No, you didn't.
You started arguing me and interrupting me, so I'm not going to answer it again.
You didn't answer the question.
You're a moron.
You didn't answer the question.
Okay, so
why did...
Gravity.
This is where I'm trying to get to.
I'll tell you, okay.
No, we're not... Stop interrupting me. Stop interrupting me. You don't move on. Right, okay. Why did the water fall out of the jug?
Because of density.
Density's not a force.
It still fell out of the jug because of density. Density is the
density doesn't explain anything.
Of the scientific observation of measurement, okay? So
doesn't make any sense.
The reason why the water fell is not because of gravity, okay? Gravity does not exist and is a lie. The reason why the water fell is because the water is denser than the oxygen in the air. And that's why it fell. And
why did it go towards the ground?
Excuse me. There is an easy... Don't pepper me with questions. I warned you. I will hang up.
Why did it go towards the ground?
And then I will go and talk about you and tell people that, look, he's just not worth debating.
No one cares. No one knows who you are.
I got really thick skin, I can handle trash like you. But the rest, a lot of other people, they don't like taking on your kind of energy and stress. Like Johnny Level, he's so like...
Johnny Level's a coward. Absolute fucking coward.
Destroys you.
Absolute coward.
And you even science bro every day that he...
Johnny's a coward. He's so afraid of me. Why is Johnny so afraid of me?
The way you talk...
Why is Johnny so afraid of me? Why is Johnny afraid of me?
That he doesn't even want to spend...
Why is Johnny afraid of me?
...hours observing your trashy energy.
Why is Johnny afraid of me?
Because you're a trash bag, man. The way
so he's afraid of a trash bag. Cool.
You're a
ooh, I'm a trash bag.
Like the thing is, Craig, if you would like keep it more with like
who's been the one that's been doing all the insulting and stuff this time?
Like you.
Oh, I've been fucking Johnny this whole time.
I'll tell you what, you're not creative enough to be
I'm
funny,
hilarious.
So instead you resort to insults and mom jokes. And then all of a sudden when somebody
your entire joke is you've got big tits. That's been your entire thing. Right, get back to the debate and try and focus.
Let me finish. As soon as somebody does the same thing to you, you get all upset. Okay?
I haven't been upset apart from when you mentioned my son.
You're a hypocrite. Yeah, well, you mentioned my mom. So what?
You mentioned my tits.
Asshole.
Well, your mum
Asshole.
likes
Yeah,
me
there you
though.
go.
My
So-
son thinks you're an
Right,
asshole.
so you know what? Everyone, do you see this was what you do? Craig is known as a bully. I'd say
As an
nerd
awesome
bully.
person.
Nerd bully. I'm a bully's bully.
You are
So-
just a bully. You're just a moron.
So I do to Craig what he did to me, and he cries. And then I show everyone, hey, look, he's a hypocrite, right? He telling me about my mom jokes. I'm not even making fun of his son. I said, his son. I said he's probably.
Let's get back to the debate, moron.
I said, how are you?
Come on, let's get back to the debate. Let's get back to the debate. Why did the water fall out of the jug
Okay,
and go down to the floor?
Take this
What?
off, man. Take that down, dude.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Why then you're going to run away?
Look at Franz run away. Run, run,
Take-
run,
take-
run,
take your
run,
shit
run,
down. Take
run,
it
run.
down. Yeah, well, you know, in the end, Craig does what I do because he knows where the money's at, and the money is me.
Oh God,
And
I'm
his
inside
wife-
the head of a flat earther.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, are you ready to continue?
Yeah, so the next question is, if density is the reason that it came out of the jug, why did density make it go to the floor and not the ceiling?
Okay, well, again, he's asking a question that I answered in the definition. The water
No, you
is
didn't.
denser than the air. So what we're breathing right now is called oxygen, okay?
No, it's not just called oxygen. There's a bunch more stuff.
Right, and then you exhale H2O, or you exhale
You didn't listen to the question, did
inhale
you?
oxygen, you exhale the carbon, okay? The carbon monoxide, okay? And so those are
You didn't
gases.
listen to the question, did you?
Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide.
You didn't listen to the question.
Okay, so you inhale. Listen, stop it.
Fr-
I'm answering
Franz,
the question.
you-
Shut up
you-
and shut up.
You
Shut
didn't
up. This is
listen
your
to the
last
question.
chance.
I need to
This is your
rephrase the
last
question
chance.
for you. I need to tell the
Honestly,
question again because you didn't
you-
listen to the
listen.
question. The question, Franz, was why did it go to the ground and not the ceiling?
Okay, and in the middle of me answering, you keep interrupting me like a little scared little coward. So shut up, bro. Honestly,
Come on, answer the question then.
You're pissing me off.
I'm pissing you off.
gonna end it.
Yeah, I'm cool. You run away. That's fine. I don't mind. A rage quit is always a good way to end a stream.
Are you
So-
gonna let me answer it without
Okay.
interrupting me?
Why did it go to the ground and not the ceiling? Go.
Okay, so the water is denser than the air. And if you guys went in grade 8 or 9 science, this is actually something that they actually taught you. Okay? So, look, you want to watch? Let's see what happens. A little bit of water goes down. Okay, there's a little bit of water. Okay, now that's called the scientific method of observation. You've seen the water drop through the air because water is denser than oxygen. That's it. It's simple grade 8 science. And that's
Sorry.
it. Why did
Sorry,
it not
Daniel.
go up to the ceiling? Because
Yeah.
it's density. There's a simple formula for density. Okay, very simple. Density equals volume over mass divided by mass. And that is...
Volume over mass divided by mass.
Look, it's the density formula.
But that
Okay,
doesn't explain
it's
why it
very
went down and
simple.
not up, though.
It's very simple, and it's a reality. If you divide
Cool. So in
the
that
mass
density
by the
formula,
volume,
Franz.
you get the density. Okay.
Right,
So
cool.
Craig, right now. Okay. So
Right.
debate-
So I've got. Let me. Right. Hold on. So can you
rebut
please
that.
tell me? I am. Can you please tell me in that formula where the vector is?
Can you please show me in your formula where your vector is? Okay.
Yes, sure. It's the G for acceleration. There's the vector.
Look,
That
here again is with your witchcraft. You're trying to detract from the actual just of the claim. The just of the claim is that density has a very simple formula. Okay?
You're right, it
density
does.
equals. Stop interrupting me, you son of a
I was
bitch.
agreeing with you.
You're not allowed to talk, man. Just shut
I'm
the
allowed
fuck
to
up.
talk. I'm allowed to agree with you.
You're not while I'm talking. This is me
I'm not
talking.
allowed to
You owe me
agree with
respect.
it.
You
I'm
owe
not allowed
me
to agree with you
respect.
whilst you're
Shut
talking.
the fuck up, you trash.
Right, it's
son of a
555
bitch,
watching,
trailer
guys.
trash.
Can we get maybe 300 likes there before he rage quits? Let's try and get 300 likes before he rage quits. All right, that'd be awesome.
Okay, so like you are.
So, yeah, I agree with you.
You. Okay, so density equals volume over mass. It's super simple. And you science people who think that there's more to it than that, but you cannot prove anything of gravity.
Oh, I can. Garrity's experimentally verified lots and lots and lots. But you didn't answer the question. How does mass over volume equal it goes down instead of up? Please explain that. Oh, look, I stumped him so hard he froze again. 261 guys. Another 40 likes before he raised. Right, okay. Did you hear my question?
Okay, so again, everybody, all of you science, like...
Wait, Franz, I was taught... I had a question. You didn't answer it there.
You people who think that Craig is actually
Hold on,
a real
Franz.
science person, you don't... He's trying to tell you, he's trying right now to fool you guys into thinking that he doesn't understand what density is.
No, I understand what density is.
Honest. His son is grade 12, understands what density is.
He's not grade 12, he's 12 years old.
Teach him in school, teach him the same formula. When you're saying that the formula is wrong?
No, no one's saying the formula is wrong. But that doesn't explain why things fall towards the ground.
Yes, it does. That the formula, yeah, you're just saying that to smear it over. I've explained.
No, how does it explain? Right, how, right, okay. How does it explain why it goes down instead of up? How does it explain how it goes down instead of up?
Because we live, where we live, there is an ether. There is an up and down.
The ether doesn't exist. That's been disproven.
There is an up and down. When you are upside down, your body knows. Okay? That is the way that this place has been created. There is an up and down, but only
yeah, and that up and down is created by something.
Excuse me. Comments? No comments. Okay? Shut
yeah, comments. My audience comes from my comments.
Where we live is only one up and down. There's not all different up and downs. You can't be like, oh, there's up and down if you're on the side of the globe. Look, there's no. This is not up and down.
Yeah, it is
sideways. This is one up and down only.
Down is towards the center of the globe.
This is Greg. Shut up. The ether.
No.
Like, look. Listen, you're forcing me to raise
9
voice,
guys, 9 left.
Angry and communicate angry. And that's why nobody wants to talk with you, because you're such an aggro bitch that you can't have a
oh my god, you're so triggered. Does the robot voice trigger you as well?
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, right? So
yeah, I know you're just guys, Francis is gonna make an amazing highlight reel, I swear.
Let's close up with Craig. Craig, you are literally the reason why the youth of
people subscribe to me. Yeah, I know.
Is misled, okay? Craig believes in cartoons.
300 well done, guys. Can we get 400 before he rage quits?
Cartoons that are named after Greek gods, and he won't even
they're Roman.
Hey, Craig, what? Can you tell me what?
France, they were Roman gods. France, they were Roman gods, not.
Craig,
they were Roman gods, not Greek gods.
You want to tell me who Apollo is?
They were Roman.
Apollo?
Yeah, the planets.
Who Apollo is?
The planets were named after Roman gods, not Greek gods.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Roman gods are Greek gods, and at the
I mean, the pantheons would disagree with you.
They're actually Greek gods, you moron.
No,
don't tell me like you.
Could you tell me where Mars, the god of war, appears in the Greek wars?
First, stop skipping it over. You tell me what does Apollo mean? Don't skip my questions.
What does Apollo mean?
Yeah. Who is Apollo, and why do they name the moon missions after Apollo?
Wasn't he a messenger?
Is that all you know about him? Because that's just the tip of the controlled opposition. So this is another thing. Like Greg, his depth of understanding of reality is limited on the first half page of Google.
And you don't even know the difference between Roman and Greek gods. You don't know the difference between Roman and Greek gods.
Would you like to speak again? Because
you don't know the difference between Roman and Greek gods. It's hilarious.
There is no fucking.
Yes, there is.
You moron.
They're different pantheons.
You're trying to pretend that I don't know what I'm talking about.
You don't.
You're so far from the truth. You don't even know how it works. First, it was Greece, and then it was Rome. Same place, same people, same God.
Rome is not in Greece, you moron.
Same part of the world, you buffoon.
No, it's not. Greece and Italy are different countries.
Dude, same gods. Same
no, they're
part
not.
of the world. Roman. The Greek gods
They were different
became
gods.
the Roman gods, okay? Stop trying to, like, forget. This is what you people do. You guys try to pretend that we don't know what we're talking about by mixing up some facts and you're trying to make fun of it. But really, you want to talk about the Greek gods? Then tell me. All this guy's trying to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, and all he knows about the god Apollo is that he's a messenger god, and that couldn't be farther from the truth, okay?
Oh, difference between the Romans and the Greek gods: physical appearance, different, different pantheons, different names.
Tell me the physical appearance of the god. I thought
Oh,
you
look,
didn't believe in
look,
gods. You're an
here's-
atheist.
I
You're
don't
an atheist.
believe-
What are you doing? What
I
are you
don't believe-
looking at? Turn that
I'm
off. You
proving
don't
that you're
believe in
wrong.
that stuff.
So,
See how Craig?
do you see
Craig
how
contradicts
there's a
himself at
list?
Every turn, he's got no integrity, contradicts himself. He just says, "I don't believe in God. I'm an atheist." Now he's trying to tell me
I don't. Yeah. Just because I don't believe doesn't mean I haven't studied them.
These are the same gods, just different names.
So let me see. Let's
So
look.
if you don't know that,
Right. Let's go
know
through the
that-
names of the planets, shall we? Let's go through the names of the planets. So
Okay,
what's the
let's
planet
go.
closest to the sun?
Everyone, take note that Craig doesn't know that the Greek gods and the Roman gods are the same until now, and he's trying to school me on it.
So let's have a look.
He has no clue what he's talking about, and he thinks that Apollo is the messenger god.
Oh, look, Roman mythology was
No,
different,
oh, look
blah,
at
blah,
my
blah.
Google results. Look at my Google results. No, Craig, you don't
I mean,
know what you're talking about.
this is from a theism website, dude. So let's just go through the planets, right? We're going to go through the planets. The planet closest to the sun.
And he's trying
Franz,
to make me
Franz.
look like an idiot, pretending that I don't know what I'm talking about. But
Franz, stop interrupting me. Franz, stop interrupting me.
He does not know the difference between Greek and Roman god, that they are the same. And he's
Franz,
trying to tell me right now.
Right,
You just
Franz,
got caught.
Franz, stop
being an
interrupting
idiot,
me
bro.
and listen for a second. Right, so the planet closest to the sun is called Mercury. I'm just going to look down the list of Greek gods from Mercury. So we've got Zeus, Poseidon, Kronos, Aphrodite, Ares, Hermes, and... oh, Mercury wasn't there. That's weird. Let's look at the Roman gods. Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn, Venus, Mars... oh, Mercury. So Mercury comes under Roman gods.
Yeah,
Right,
so
what's the second planet closest to the sun?
You're
So
not saying anything at all, dude.
that'd be Venus, right? Venus. Huh.
Listen.
Let's look down the list of Greek gods. Let's look down the list of Greek gods.
Look at everyone.
So we got Zeus, Poseidon, Cronus, Aphrodite, Ares. Oh, weird. Venus wasn't on that side either. I'm going to quickly look down the list of Roman gods. So Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn, Venus. Oh, Venus. That's what I was looking for. Right. So that's two of the planets that are on the Roman gods and not the Greek gods, right?
Look, I just embarrassed you because you.
So what's the planet after? What's the planet after Earth?
Excuse me, I'm speaking. Don't interrupt.
So the planet after Earth is Mars, right?
Embarrassed you.
The planet after Earth is Mars, and we're going to look down the list of Greek gods and see if we can see Mars there. So we've got Zeus, Poseidon, Kronos, Aphrodite, Ares. Oh, weird that Mars wasn't on that side either. We're going to look down the list of Roman gods again, see if Mars is there. We've got Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn, Venus.
Everyone take note that
Mars.
he had no clue what he's doing.
Oh.
He had no clue that the gods are the same.
Oh, so
name.
Mars
They are
comes
the
under
same
the
god,
Roman gods and
same
not the Greek
different
gods.
name. He
Huh.
had no idea, and now he's pretending. Okay,
Right.
So just take note that your guys' leader is an
Oh,
idiot. He has
it's
no
weird.
idea what the planets. He did not know that the planets were named after Greek Roman gods until now.
Oh, so now you're changing it to Greek Roman gods, not just Roman gods, not just Greek gods. Wow.
Let's look. Greek gods, Greek god. Let's see, Roman god. So Zeus is the Greek god, and the Roman god is Jupiter. They're the same god. They're that same person. They're
cool,
just
but were the
humans
planets named after the Roman gods or the
living
Greek
at
gods?
a different point in time at an island like 50 kilometers away. It's the same. They're worshiping the same. What do you think? The gods die? You have no clue how this all works.
Yeah, the gods were killed. Don't you remember?
Whoever is like listening to Craig talk about planets.
Dude, do you not remember what happened to the gods and why they didn't exist anymore?
Me. Don't interrupt me, you son of a bitch. Stop it. Give me the
Triggered.
respect I deserve. Otherwise, you can.
Oh, so funny. Well done.
Okay,
well done.
Just don't, Craig. Stop arguing, man. Stop turning this into.
Stop arguing in a debate. Brilliant.
You're such a sleazebag. You turn everything into an argument.
That's what a debate is. Yeah.
I know you do because I don't do this with people. I don't do that with
This
people.
is
You
a
do it.
debate.
You are. You
That's
and your
what we're
wife
here
interrupt
for.
Each other all the time. You don't have one moment of silence. You're not allowed to finish one sentence, and you're doing it to me.
So
Stop it. I am not your wife. I am not your family. Okay. I am.
Oh God, I know I wouldn't marry you.
I'm a person debating you.
Yeah, and that's why
you
we're
owe me
arguing,
the
because we're having
respect
debates.
to not talk over me. If you
Then
would
do
let
the
me
same
finish
to
my
me.
sentence,
I do.
listen, if okay, listen. You are.
You haven't.
Honestly, Craig.
This is fucking
this isn't
hilarious.
fun.
For me, it
this
is.
not
I'm
fun.
having a lot of fun. A lot of fun, I must say.
No, but the thing is you
Right, guys, can we get to 400 likes before he rage quits?
You're a trashy, dirty person who won't let me speak.
I've been giving you the opportunity to speak.
I'm gonna go because you're a piece of shit.
Do you want to get onto gravity?
No, I'm gonna go.
You're gonna run away. Cool, no worries.
You're a piece of shit, man.
You can run if you like. That's absolutely fine.
Shit.
You want to run? I'm cool with that.
Piece of shit.
I know. Yeah. 570 people watching. I totally agree with you.
That the only way you can have a debate is by talking over other people and arguing them so that they can't get their message out. That's all you can do. You're so stupid and you're so trashy that you never learned how to stop interrupting people in 3rd grade.
Right, Franz, who do you think's interrupted more in this debate, you or me?
Have fun, Greg. You're a piece of shit.
Who do you think's in? Oh, he's run away. That might have been the most fun I have had in a live debate for a long time. Oh my God, that was fucking amazing. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out for that that incredible show. That was totally something else, wasn't it? I don't know what to say. Let's have a look at the chat and see who's been hanging out in there. I see Fashanti there, been looking after the chat. That's absolutely amazing. Fashanti, you're my number one. Thank you so much for looking after the chat and being awesome. Brainy, are you about? Because I might want to bring you on for a little chat about that. Didn't even get to gravity and he ran away. We'll see if Brainy wants to come on for a little bit of an after show. Oh my God, the chat's moving so fast. Did I put slow mode on? I thought I did. Yeah, slow mode is still on, but there's just so many of you there, and I honestly can't believe that so many of you love coming to watch these dumpster fires. I honestly hope that Tau Ceti Alpha can use some stuff on that, because that was incredible ignorance of everything that he talks about. The scientific method is observing with the human eye. Please cite me that? No. Mass over volume equals going down? How does that work exactly? It doesn't, does it, at all? All right, I'm just going to send Brainy Beaver a link. Give me 1 second. And then I'll let my cat out because he's meowing. Video call. Low latency mode. Right, 1 sec, sorry. Here we go. Link for Brainy Beaver. Brainy is awesome. If you guys aren't subscribed to Brainy Beaver, then you're missing out on one of the funniest content creators on YouTube. He is absolutely incredible. I want to say thank you so much for the support while I'm waiting for him to come in. It obviously means the world, and the super chats and everything. I couldn't keep doing what I do, and it's extra helpful right now because I'm going to need to buy vMix for myself. I've got a bit of the money towards it, but I need to raise about another $500 to be able to buy vMix for myself. So I never ask for money or anything, and you know, I know that everything that you guys do, you support me, is up to you. And if you would like to donate any extra to help me get vMix, that would be greatly appreciated. But of course, it is not needed. Just if anyone's able to give a little bit extra to help me get vMix so I can carry on doing these awesome streams, then the best way to do that would be through PayPal, paypal.me/FTFE. But again, it is not required. I'm just trying to raise that bit of extra money so I can buy vMix for myself. Not a BMX Surrender Monkey, no, vMix, the system that I use to stream. I'd love to be able to use a BMX, I absolutely would. Just waiting for Brainy to come in. I'll get this set up. I'll have a look at some of the super chats whilst we go. So we started with Morton Nilsson with 45 Donkey Kong dollars, which is always amazing. I do love the Donkey Kong dollars. Says, I will predict that Ferdinand will prove absolutely none of what he just said he will prove. Let's see if my prediction comes true. You, sir, are a fucking mind reader. How did you ever figure that out? All right, bear me 1 second. I need to let my cat out before he scraps the door open. There you go. Brainy, you there? I see a Brainy joined, but I do not hear a Brainy. Brainy Beaver.
Hey.
There we
I've
go.
got a lot of high IQ going on here. You gotta give me a second.
All that high IQ.
I have like 4 monitors and all of them have multiple tabs open. It's gotten really excessive, to be honest with you. And I'm not even making that up. I'm trying to figure out it's crypto shit. So that's a mess. Cryptocurrency sucks.
So what did you think of what just happened?
He's an entertaining fella.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun there. I think that might be one of my favorite flat earth debates in a long time.
I'm working on my camera here.
All right, okay, yeah, I do have it ready to go in.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was fun. I didn't hear what he said about your kid, but I heard he get upset.
Oh, he just kept mentioning my son, which is fair enough. I did say about his mum after he kept mentioning my tits, but you know, I suppose a little bit annoyed about my son because Bev, that dumbass, has released a video where he's taking clips of my son from my live stream, and I didn't really like that. So, you know, a bit protective over my boy, obviously, who's just turned 12 today, my awesome little man. I can't believe, I remember...
Is that the one where he's doing the slithery snake thing? Sorry, no, that was a different video. You know the one I'm talking about.
This is the one where he slapped me in the face during the live stream because someone paid with a super chat.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, so Franz Ferdinand is an incredibly ignorant person about anything that he tries to talk about. Did you see him trying to talk about the scientific method?
I did. I was in and out. I saw him talk about a lot of things. It was really just a lot of bullshit. I mean, he's up on the top monitor here. What I will say is that I heard him talking about his extensive knowledge on the Greeks and the Romans. I was very interested in that.
Which doesn't exist.
I left you a super chat there. I stated that they all wore sandals. Good enough, basically.
Put you up on. Doesn't seem to be adding you to the production. Yeah, for some reason it wasn't coming through on the thing. There's Brainy Beaver. There's his beautiful face. Like I said, if you would like to subscribe to Brainy Beaver, it will certainly help him get some hair plugs for that receding hairline.
No. We're trimming this shit down farther is what's going to happen.
The island that you've got is quite impressive.
It's the Isle of Man or Isle of Beaver, however you want to look at it. Actually, I'm trying to actually make it so that my forehead has a beaver tail on it, basically, and that's what this is slowly becoming. So
you want to actually be a beaver?
I'm working on it. I keep telling my wife about my vanilla flavored butthole, but so far it hasn't been working as well as I thought it was going to.
I did tell you that's not a great pickup line. If you're hoping to get some bow chicka bow wow, hey love, my ass smells like vanilla is not the way to go. I'm just saying.
I was told that girls like vanilla. My wife burns a lot of vanilla scented incense and stuff, so I figured that was the best way to go. The truth of the matter is, though, I'm not making it up. Now, I'm not actually a beaver, so maybe I'll have to get some sort of like vanilla flavoring or something like that, so she's convinced. But anyways, now that we've completely demonetized you, I thought it was important that you didn't get to keep a single green dollar symboled live stream. Okay?
No, just all yellows. Interestingly, about beavers, today the first beaver dam was built in Scotland for 400 years.
Really?
Yeah, they reintroduced. Well, beavers are from Scotland originally, but they kind of died out here, so they reintroduced them, and they built their first beaver dam in Scotland in 400 years.
And
So-
and then Scottish people suddenly remembered exactly why the fuck they got killed.
Yeah. What the fuck are you guys doing to the river? That's feeding all the fucking sheep.
Man, go to YouTube and just type in. Apparently, I'm getting a real slow feedback through you again here. I don't know why that happens.
Oh, it's in time perfectly for me.
Interesting. Like I know my little window's in time here, but oh, that's not so bad. Anyways, yeah, if you go on YouTube and just type like Beaver Dam Road or something like that, you'll see like endless pages of like beavers ruining roads by damming up culverts
Yeah.
and causing roads to
Little
wash out.
cunts, get out of here.
Like what a lot of people don't realize is like if you own a trap line in Canada, like there's trap lines all over the country because it's a very bushy country, and all a trap line is literally just like a line through the forest that's on a map somewhere where they're like this trap line is trap line number whatever and it's owned by this person. You have to pay tag rights and stuff. But here's the thing: when you own a trap line, you're not required to do any trapping on it, except for beavers. If you own a trap line and you don't trap a certain amount of beaver, you have like a beaver quota for certain forests and stuff. And if you don't get your beaver quota, you actually can have the trap line taken away from you. And it has to do with the fact that beavers are very destructive, and they need to have their numbers culled in order for them to not actually interfere with human infrastructure. Because that's how destructive they are. They're actually the most destructive animal other than man on Earth, apparently, because they can block entire like sections of like they can block areas up. You can see it from space, from water, for instance.
So Robert Williams 199 said, talking to you, that beaver has a landing strip.
Yeah, that's my strip, baby.
Franz Fernandez just messaged me on Facebook and says, you just couldn't do it. You must have, I think he's trying to say Tourette's syndrome, but he's actually spelt Terrett's syndrome. Shitbag. Even though he literally spent the entire thing not shutting up and not answering questions. Oh, I don't like that question. It disproves what I'm saying. I was slightly confused, Beaver. Could you tell me how mass over volume equals going down?
Sorry, say that one again to me?
He said that the reason not why stuff accelerates towards the ground is because of density. So
same
I'm just confused how mass over volume over mass it like equals going down. Am I missing something there?
It's kind of the same thing. I'm so tired of this argument. This one particularly is really a troublesome for me because I don't understand why they can't appreciate that there's like I don't understand why so like submarine sits in the water. Why does it even sit in the water? Why doesn't it just sit right on top of the water and flip sideways?
Yeah, why does an iceberg sit mostly submerged? Why if you get two buckets
it makes no sense. Yeah, but buoyancy and density should dictate that you should be able to unstrap an airplane or something, or like unstrap like you should be able to just like unstrap things and have them go straight up because there's less air pressure above the plane than there is below the plane. So the plane should technically just start fucking floating.
So I fucking forgot what I was going to say there.
Which, by the way, that kind of you could argue
fuzzed.
that the plane is denser than the air around it is the argument they make, but it still doesn't make any sense because that's what I'm saying is up and down. It has no reason to go down because there's actually less resistance going up because the air pressure is less going up. So I mean, their idea of why it falls stays intact, but it would fall up.
Yeah,
not down.
That's exactly what I was trying to point out to him. You know, how does density make it go down and not up? There is no reason for that to happen. Well, there is a reason. It's called gravity, right? So.
Well, even a balloon underwater, there's no reason for a balloon to go up when you let go of it any more than there is left and right. If it's sitting in the same pressure environment, then there's no reason for it to go up other than that there's some sort of force that's pulling down essentially, and that's what's pulling all the water. You know, it's displacement. It's pushing, squeezing it up. But their buoyancy equation, anyways, it doesn't matter anyways because the whole fucking buoyancy equation involves little g gravity. Yeah.
G for the acceleration towards the ground, which is caused by gravity. We all know that. So I'm just looking at the memes that have been sent me, making sure they're safe to put up, because I have had some that weren't safe before. This is another one from Alien X Gaming. Earth is flat. I checked. Believe me, when you die, you will join me in flat Earth hell. I think that was a pretty big dumpster fire. What would you give it on a scale of 1 to nuclear?
Talking to me again, you asking me too many questions. I wasn't prepared for me.
I just brought you on for you to sit there.
I'm not prepared for that.
I thought you brought me in to look good because, you know.
Are you kidding?
All that talk.
I brought you in to make me look good.
With all that fight the fat shirt stuff going on, I thought maybe you needed somebody with a little less hair, admittedly, but you know.
I fought the tight shirt and I won.
Fought the tight shirt. Oh my god! I fought the law.
That's right, aerophiles. Of course, I forgot that nuclear engineering is totally fake. Of course. I had a lot of fun in that though, and I reckon Beaver, you could get him on your channel if you start poking him on Facebook.
Maybe I will. Yeah, I don't know. I've been trying. A while back, I used to try to get debates with people. I've kind of slowed down on trying to debate with people. I find them frustrating to line up for like I've got a day job I got to do and stuff during the day. Like this is your job, so of course that is your thing to chase them down. But like for me, it's like fuck. By the time I line it up and deal with time zones with them, and then they don't show up, I feel like just throwing a freaking dagger at the wall because I'm just.
And that's the thing. People don't realize what I put into like getting flat earthers for the show. I literally spend 3 to 4 hours a day on Facebook, on Twitter, in my comments section, on Reddit, poking as many flat earthers as I can. For every 100 that I talk to, 50 block me. 30 say they don't want to be on a live stream. 20 say that they'll possibly do it. 10 of those will actually respond to the next message, and out of those 10, maybe 5 figure out how to use technology. You know. It's hard, but there is a lot of them, but it does take a lot of work hunting them down and getting them to agree. And then even when you got them to agree, getting them to join can be an absolute fucking nightmare. No, just click the link. No, that's not there to hack you. It's not a scam. That's just a link to join a Google call. No, Google's not made by the devil, fuck's sake. Please just click the link. Okay, right, you've joined. Why can't we hear you? What do you mean you don't have a microphone? How are we supposed to hear you if you don't have a microphone? Where's your camera? No, that's the back of your room. You need to turn it. No, come on, just.
Here, I'll put you on speaker so my entire family can hear you. Hi. Yeah. It's like, fuck, guys, I'm gonna be a star. I'm on YouTube talking flat Earth.
Let's face it. We talk to the dumbest people on Earth, so of course they're gonna have difficulties doing simple things.
He started coming around, but he doesn't believe they even exist. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of them are posed, but he doesn't.
There is.
A single one of them was able to be that stupid. I'm like, well, I'm going to be honest with you. You're starting to learn there's a lot of dumb people out there.
Yeah, and there is pose. I'd say the ratio is 70 to 30 for pose. Only 30% of the flat earthers that are on social media and on YouTube and stuff are actually genuine flat earthers. The others are just people that want the entertainment or like trolling, and you know. Fine, I get them on as well.
And your internet is ran by absolute pigeons.
It's working fine for me.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like you have to feed. See, what happens is I send you image, but then you send me back image to mine, and I end up getting almost like a kind of like pulse feeds it to me, where I get like a freeze and it has to catch up, and then it freezes and catches up constantly when I use vMix with you.
It is mainly because my internet is run by hamsters, and if I don't feed them enough
upload
cheese...
is always, and that makes sense anyways, because upload is always a lot less speedy than download. So you're trying to upload to me and to YouTube, so it makes sense.
I will be hopefully next year getting on board the Starlink thing when it launches in the UK.
Is it faster than what you have though?
Oh God, I've been watching videos of it. I saw a guy in Alaska connecting, and even though it was like snowing and windy, he was getting 600 megs a second down and 300 megs a second up.
Well, that'll be megabits, not megabytes, but that's going to be 600 megabits would be like 60, 70 megabytes a second. It's double my maximum speed. I was downloading to play with Bella the other night on Call of Duty. I was downloading at 30 megabytes a second, which is basically my maximum speed because I have 300 megabit per second internet. think it's a divide by 8 or divide by 7 kind of thing. There's a slight equation there where you just because that's how they get you. They tell you the speed in megabits, and most people don't understand the difference between a megabit and a megabyte. And then they go, but I'm supposed to be getting 100 megabits a second, and they're like, you're getting your
which is bollocks.
Yeah, which is you're getting your 4 megabytes a second. There you go.
They actually had to. Yeah, they had to stop doing that in the UK. Like, became against the law to not say what it actually was properly, and the advertising agencies came down quite hard on that. But no,
we have the same kind of restrictions as you, but ours didn't. That's one where they haven't restricted them.
I get 40 megs a second, which
megabytes?
Yeah. Well, no, that's megabits.
Awesome. Oh, okay, megabits. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, which is still classed as super fast broadband. All right, that's the thing. It is still classed as super fast broadband. Anything above 15. I don't think it is
here though.
Well, in the UK, is anything above 15 megs a second is classed as super fast broadband.
See, I had 25 megs a second, like 7 years ago. But Canada, actually, on the scale of the world, we have something like the 4th most advanced telecom network in the world or something.
And that's the problem with the UK, is that we were one of the first countries to have a telecommunications network, and it's never really been updated. Everything is still done, even though there's, fiber optic networks link into stuff. Most of the information still runs through the old copper wire systems that are there, and it's really hard to actually build on that infrastructure and make it better. When you got places like Canada and South Korea that have built that infrastructure from scratch to be super fast, it's a lot easier.
Well, and actually, the other thing too is that Canada, up until more recently, was on the forefront of all telecommunication technology, because Nortel Networks was basically sold 70 to 80% of all the telecommunication technology in the world was running on Nortel Network technology, which is a Canadian corporation. But this is allegedly, but there's evidence. Everybody can type it into Google and look it up themselves. But there's even talk that CSIS is going to report on it eventually. But there's a lot of evidence that Huawei, it was like China Telecom back then. But there's actually a lot of compelling evidence that Huawei stole their technology, all of their technology that they used to rise above Nortel, and they use state.
I wouldn't be surprised from Chinese.
Well, no, what it is, the guy that was in charge, everybody can go look it up themselves, but the guy that was in charge of Nortel Networks cybersecurity at the time, his job was to follow intrusions into their networks, and he tracked intrusions, and they always went to Beijing. He would lose them in servers in Beijing, and he said that eventually they got to the point where he was finding breadcrumbs from them right into their main intellectual property server, which was they had an off-grid server that they could tap into, connect to pull their IPs off of, and then put their IP back on there when they were done. And they started getting breadcrumbs that basically they were that there was evidence of Chinese fingerprints inside that IP server. Yeah. And then what the final thing was, he was going to the CEOs of the company and everything and saying, he even kind of alluded to the fact that maybe there was an inside job to a degree too, like people were being paid, which the Chinese government's kind of shown they can do. And because he was going to them and saying, look, I think they've even hacked into people's emails, because how else would they get into some of these servers? And it was all like, oh, we got more things to worry about, like our share price and stuff. And then eventually they stole so much technology from Nortel that one day Nortel had these big contracts, like a big global contract they were issuing. And this China Telecom came in and completely underbid them on every single one of the contracts simultaneously, and to a point where not only would it be impossible for them to have done it basically without state funding, but it would also they were using stolen Canadian technology against the Canadian company and underbidding them with their own technology. And then, of course, basically it collapsed the Canadian corporation. Yeah. And suddenly Huawei was born, or however you fucking pronounce them. But yeah, and so this is all allegedly, and I'm not the one to report all this initially, Huawei. Your lawyers can fuck off. But
I think you're fine. So I think you're fine, Brainy.
You never know in this fucking world. You know what? China'd be more likely to send an actual fucking hit squad for me, to be honest with you. The way they operate, I'd just be blunt about it. They'd just be like, get rid of that fucking Canadian. I'm not going to do Chinese accent. That's racism.
I just want to say thank you to the first donation towards my VMix fund. Really appreciate it. I don't want to dox you, so I'll just say OG. Thank you very much for the money towards my VMix fund. That's really going to help. I'm going to read super chats and stuff, and then I'm going to get out of here for tonight. Brainy, thanks for coming on and have a little chat after that. I honestly think that was
He's telling me how to pronounce it.
I honestly think that was the most fun I've had in the Flat Earth debate in a long time. Good job, Franz, for being as dumb as you are. That's always great. Everyone that has super chatted, it means the absolute world. And if you would like to donate any extra towards my VMix fund, just hit me up at paypal.me/FTFE and it will be super appreciated. And I know not everyone can support me financially. And if you would like to support the channel, the best way that you can do that is to share my stuff on Facebook. If you just take a minute right now, hit the share button and share it on Facebook or Twitter, it massively helps my channel grow. So thank you everyone for your support. Aslam for $5 Australian says, tell him to come to Australia. I will show him how to flight plan based on the globe in person and take him along. But we all know he won't accept. No, flat earthers don't do like things that don't prove the flat earth. Brainy Beaver, I've heard about this guy. He's a fucking dick. For $2 Canadian says, he paused like the great philosopher. Cece. Chris. From West
That one went through?
Yeah.
It even said it didn't bill me for it and everything. Fucking assholes.
Well,
watch, I
got it.
Maybe you got $2 free. You
there's no one for Brainy Beaver for $500.
Holy shit. I know. I'm kidding.
Brenda for $5 says, talk posh for me, baby. I can't do a posh voice. And here's a funny thing, right? I'm in the middle of filming a collab for Simon Dan. It's his big end of year special, and it's me, the agent, and Dan debunking. I'm going to show you this book. Well, we're not debunking this book. We're debunking Joey Rocha debunking this children's book for volcanoes. It's incredible. Joey really doesn't understand volcanoes, yet Joey Rocha lives in Hawaii. Go figure. He literally lives on a volcano. And there's 3 copies of the books. Me, the agent, and Simon Dan ordered one each. And what we're going to do after the collab, we're each going to sign a copy and do a giveaway. So the signed copies by me, Dan, and the agent will be given away to whoever wins the giveaway on Dan's channel. We'll look out for that soon. But in that video that I'm doing, part of the script requires me to do a posh voice. But I can't do a posh. I don't do accents. Like, he's asked me to talk like a mobster, and he's asked me to talk with a posh voice. Brainy, what does a mobster sound like? What's a mobster accent?
Well, I mean, mobsters are American, so you'd have to. There's a lot of Italian. There's a lot of like American Italian going on, and you could do Irish as well, probably.
I can't do this thing. I can't do any. I suck at accents. He's like, do a posh voice, and I'm like, ooh, I suck at acting.
There's the yeah. I don't know how you'd. I agree with you. I don't know how a posh voice would work, but.
Well, it's a Harry Potter joke.
Mod,
so
you know what? Voice Mod doesn't have one called posh. I don't know what to do here.
No,
I'm still working on all the levers to get mine set to Unirock, but I'm working on that.
Calypsis for $5.
Just gotta do the helium. You know what? The helium one's the closest one I've found so far.
Yeah, I do like the helium one. Calypsis
I don't want
for
to bring
$5 says,
I'm just fucking around.
Let's get this going. If this guy's not a poet, it should be fun. This is the dumbest stuff I've heard in a while. No, he is 100% not a poet. Trust me, the interactions I've had with him on social media, personally, he is not a poet. He is as stupid as he seems. For Shanti, my #1 for the channel, your support for Shanti has been incredible. Thank you so much. For $5 says, ancient cultures thought frogs and snakes at the sun during eclipse. Ask Franz Ferdinand if they were right on that. No, they weren't. Morton Nelson for another 45 Donkey Kong dollars. Masons, is he building a house or something? I wouldn't trust him to build anything. He shows me a level, but I don't think he understands them. David Oliver for £5 says paganism was a religion before all the other religions, and most of Christianity is based off of pagan rituals, ceremonies, and beliefs. I know, I love it when idiots like that try to quote religion and stuff and don't actually know anything about religion. I'm not religious, but I've read the fucking Bible. Basic trigonometry for Sorry, I'll do it properly. Basic trigonometry. For £2 says Gabriello Principal for the win. Yes, absolutely. God's Auditor for $2 says if you had integrity, you'd support your claims. Flat Earthers don't do that. JL Warren for $1.99 says intellectual dishonesty 101. Not me, him. And then JL Warren says $1.99 religion. Religion. JL, I will try and sort out a religious debate between you and him. That could be fucking hilarious. Levy Garsu for $5 says helping a fellow veteran do what they love to do. Keep fighting stupidity. Hope all is well. Craig, thank you very much. The help is amazing. It means the world. And thanks for the support of being a veteran. P Barnes for $5 Australian says thank you, Ferdinand. I'm not interested in purchasing your snake oil. That's all flat earthers can do is push snake oil. Aslan for $2 says ask him if he wants a pilot to come on. He did say that it should only be me and him and he'd leave otherwise, even though he left anyway. Like a little baby. J.L. Warren for $1.99 says, let me at him. I'll try and arrange that, dude. Oh, Franz has just sent me a picture. What's he sent me? Gaslighting, apparently. Gaslighting because I said he interrupted me more than him. You interrupting me more than you is not me gaslighting you. Do you think they ever watch back a stream and realize that they were the ones that constantly interrupted? JB for $2 says, sorry fight, no one can save you from this. You guys could have tried harder. The friendly antinatalist for $4.99 with no message. Thank you very much. If you did mean to send a message, please tag me in the chat and I'll read that out for you. P Barnes for $5 Australian says, in indigenous Australian culture, the snake or rainbow serpent is considered the creator of life. Sorry, Ferdinand, you're wrong about ancient satanism. Nathan Termpson for $5 Australian says, just one human eye, or can I use both? Can I borrow someone else's if I don't want to bring my own? You can borrow mine. They're a bit useless because right now everything is now in like 120p. I need this to read the super chats. Paul Schumann for $19.99. Thank you very much, dude. The guy's argument, I'm right, you're wrong, listen to me, snakes on people's heads, carving Satan on stones. Yeah, pretty much. You just summed up the idiot that is Franz Ferdinand. Flat Ferdinand, not Franz Ferdinand. God's Auditor for $5 says, Ferdinand, I make a claim. If you don't believe it, go look it up. If you can't find it, that's your fault. Everyone knows it's Freemasons, maybe the Jews. Aslan for $2. Anyone else got bingo yet? I think you should have all had bingo about 10 times. Morton Nilsson for 45 Donkey Kong dollars says, the human eye is kind of not very well designed. That's why lots of people need glasses. Never trust your own eyes. Christopher Hugan for $2 Australian says, ask Vincent, he knows better about magic. Scuttlebutt Jones for $5 says, came here for a funny conversation and I got an ad for a 4 and 5G blocking beanie. Faith in humanity, crushed, keep doing what you do, man, love your stuff. You are not the first person to say to me that as they've clicked on my channel, they've got an advert for a beanie that apparently blocks 4G and 5G. I'm going to speak to YouTube about that because that is not something I want advertised on my channel.
Oh no, you don't have to speak to YouTube. You can go right into your settings. There's a place to do that. You can actually find out what company that is and you can block it.
Yeah, they are getting fucking banned. Not having that shit on my channel. Like NA for $6.66. Hail Sagan. FTFE, you're doing good work. I do my best. And then he says, hail Satan. I'm not a Satanist, but if I was given the choice between God and Satan based on just the Bible, Satan would be my boy. Mike Hunt for $5 says, if the earth was flat, why isn't there the same daylight different in the different hemispheres and different latitudes? Because magic. Slutmania. No, Sluntmania, sorry. Not Slutmania. I've just got myself demonetized again. For $5, enough about Flat Earth. I want to hear more about how this guy's mummy interrupts him. Damn Jam Fishnik for $2 says, Frog Eyes is mad that he can't lose any weight. I know. He was looking a bit bigger than last time we talked. It's a shame that I've lost weight and he's gained it, but you know. David Oliver for £5 says, keep interrupting the guests. Oakley does it. It's about time Flerfs take their own medicine. I was I don't know if you probably guys did notice, but I was doing everything possible to trigger him. Interrupting him at just the right moments. Letting him go for a while, but just as he kind of gets to the end, say something or change the screen. I know how to trigger Flerfs. It's an art form I've got down. Aslan for $2 Australian says, oh, please let me at him. Pilot versus Anti-Genius. I'll try and set it up, man. Totally. Syed Ahmed for $4.99 says, Franz, you realise that nerds made it possible for you to video chat from Mexico to Scotland. Keep eating lead chips and wasting space. Nothing wrong with being a nerd at all. Or a geek. Being a bully and a moron, that's an issue. Carrie Bronson for $2 says, FTFE, that screensaver is quite distracting. What screensaver? Oh, the one behind me? Don't look at it then. That's awesome. It makes it all funny, funky lights. David Oliver for £5 says, FTF, for fuck's sake, it may be small, but it's still a body of water. Yeah, if it's on the floor, it's still a fucking body of water. Aaron Findley for $5 says, why did the water fall out of the jug? Sounds like a setup for a joke and not a serious question posed to a full-grown adult. I know I wouldn't expect ever having to actually explain these things to adults, but apparently I fucking do. Godless Scummer for £5 says, if density is a force, how come Flerfs don't fall to the ground any faster than the rest of us? Yeah, if density is a force, how come if you get, say, a seesaw, both with a bucket of water on each end, but one bucket has more water, does that go down? Because technically they're the same density, right? Rodent Toad just renewed his membership. Thank you very much for becoming a member. I know you already were, but thank you very much for renewing. Then we got Ostrom Chasers for 50 Rons. Thank you very much, Ron Weasleys. I don't know if I need 50 Ron Weasleys, but I mean, I guess I'll find something to do with them. Now I know why Trump wanted to build a wall. Let's build a wall. Yeah, we'll keep the Mexicans out. Build a wall. Isn't that just like
no? We build a wall around America and then they keep the Americans in. Then we fill it with water. Sorry, no, I'm just joking. That's very upsetting.
But isn't like let's just build a wall like the most childlike solution to a problem? Oh, we don't want them there. Just build a wall. No, Donald. No. I mean, I still think I'm living in some kind of dream because, like, I get up in the morning and I'm like, my head's telling me that Donald Trump's president, but that just doesn't seem right. Nah, that can't be right.
Well, he's not really.
Well, he still is.
Anymore.
He still is at the moment, at least until January 20th.
He thinks he is.
I won. No, you didn't. You're fired, Donald. Get out. Then we got Jail Warren for $1.99 says, who is Apollo and what does he do? I think I said he was a messenger god, but I was wrong about that. I think he's like the god of medicine and stuff, isn't he? The god of healing or something.
Which one?
Apollo. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm not up to date on my, Greek and Roman pantheons. I do know that they're not the same thing.
The god of... isn't Apollo something to do with... I don't think he's the medical one. I know what you're thinking of, but I think it's... I don't want to say shit. I'm going to look it up.
I'm pretty sure it's that he's the god of healing or something. People in the chat will probably tell me. Deaf Eagle says the god of light. I have a name now says he brought the fire to the humans. And the George says he's a sun god and god of medicines. Right, yeah.
Yeah, he's medicine, sun, and light. See, I thought it had something to do with the moon, but I think that's why sometimes it's associated with the moon because of the way the moon reflects the light.
Yeah. So yeah, I was wrong when I said he's a messenger god, but the names of Greek and Roman gods don't really change the shape of the earth, We named the planets after Roman gods.
Fucking sandals is what does it, okay? It has nothing to do with that. What he was pointing out is the sandal conspiracy. See, clearly the stone cutters originally were using sandals to... I don't know.
But, it's when Flerfs get so incredulous that we named the planets after Roman gods. I mean, it seems quite appropriate, Why wouldn't you do that? But
that's
Neptune
Artemis.
was...
Somebody said that might have been the light, the one with the reflection. I'm going to look up what god...
Did you know that Neptune was nearly named after a British king rather than being called Neptune, So, who cares? Then Brainy Beaver, that cunt again, says for $2 Canadian. What am I going to do with fucking Canadian dollars? I mean, I suppose they
got
could...
free money, because I don't think I got 2 notifications of donations here. Let's just...
He says, hey, they all wore sandals.
Is YouTube supporting you for that one? Or is that how that one's working? Or...
I can create a super chat from your wallet. I don't know if you realize that. That's why I was asking for your mum's maiden name, your first cat. You just gave me all the info.
Yeah, I only got one. I only got the one email because it said like something failed. Don't worry, you haven't been billed for this. And I saw it going past, and I'm like, I mean, I can see it, but I assume they're telling me the truth. And I got a super chat email like receipt right after I sent the second one, but I didn't for the first one. So I wonder if YouTube's covering the tab now for that. Like,
well, even if I did get it or didn't, it doesn't matter. Thank you for the support.
No, I'm teasing at you
and
anyway. It's funny.
Brainy Beaver says, "Hey, they all wore sandals. Okay, Craig." All in caps for some reason, shouting at me. J.O. Warren for $4.99 says, "FTFE." Oh God, I skipped. Love you, boy. All the love to the family. Here's my nightly shill. Need 3 U-boats at a week in horror to hit 300. Oh my God. Guys, please go and subscribe to A Week in Horror. He is 3 subscribers away from 300. And then if we can give him another 33, he can really annoy the Flat Earthers by having 333 in subscribers. Even though 333 isn't the number 33. And neither is the Roman numerals for 3. God, 33 you see is a fucking idiot. Thank you, FTA. Thank you, JL Warren. Really appreciate it, brother. God the Scummer for £5 says, "To be fair, Ferdinand, a lot of people have this misconception of the Greek and Roman pantheons being the same. The reality is more complex." Yeah, I mean, I know they're kind of similar, but they're certainly not the same. Daniel DNM.
Artemis is apparently. Oh, sorry. I was just going to say before you jump to the next one, Artemis is apparently the twin sister of Apollo. Daughter of Zeus and Leto, twin sister of Apollo.
Makes sense why it's going to the moon.
Yeah, and it's had to do with Artemis embodied the sportsman's ideal, so besides killing game, she also protected it, especially the young. Anyways, yeah, she had something to do with hunting. She was like the goddess of hunting and stuff. Of course, they made a woman, eh? Like, and I mean that respectfully, because of course, it's just a bunch of men out hunting. They're like, oh, she'll protect us. Like, just, they would want to think about women. I don't want some guy watching me while I'm in the forest all night. I'm just fucking...
All right, Daniel DNM for 50
I'm my own
says,
favorite person.
I admire how you have patience doing this. It literally has to be easier to have a conversation with a brick wall. I do, after my debates, go and talk to a brick wall for a while, just so I can, feel like I've achieved something. Dark Steve 84 became a new member, actually upgraded his membership to the Brawlers. Thank you very much. Members get to use awesome emojis like Nathan Thompson in jail, and a dumpster fire, and the Vlad blob, and Anthony Riley with shit on his head. Then we've got Carrie Bronson again for $2, says VMix looks like a butt plug when volume over mass looks like a butt plug when written stacked.
Oh,
yeah.
So wait,
I can see that.
Greek had Sorry, I thought you were done with that. The Greeks had Artemis, but then the Romans had like the exact same god was Diana.
Right.
Interesting.
Then we've got JB for $5. Brainy, I loved your last 2 debates. You embarrassed those 2. It was great. Keep at it, bro.
What are we talking about? Who did I debate last?
I don't know, but they think you did good.
Oh, yeah, that's because that's right. It was a double header in the end.
Yeah.
Oh, then.
Yeah,
that's right. No. Well, that guy, once he started talking about being hit by his mom, I was just like, does she spread Vaseline on her hands? At least soften them up. I mean, I wouldn't want her to leave marks. Poor guy. I just didn't. That's why I just started tearing him apart like that. I was like, oh, this is either.
You did go hard on him, and it was beautiful.
Well, he's either being a dink or at that point, I'm like, what are we supposed to talk about now? Like, what do you want me to say to you here? I'll just start making fun of you then, and you're going to make it easy. So, anyways, yeah. I mean, if he was being serious, then even then, maybe rethink what you say in a debate, I guess. I don't know what to say at that point.
You did really well, and I love having you on, and you're going to be on for more debates, believe that. ANX Gaming, yeah, just hit me up on Discord, and I'll get hold of you after this. David Oliver for £10 British. Thank you. It's like a fulcrum or pivot point. Center of gravity. Low center of gravity, more stability. Low center of gravity, less stability. How does density explain this? Flerf logic is so flawed. Your problem there, David, is that you use logic and science, and that's like kryptonite to flat earthers. Winston Rutten for $5 says, someone that lives on a volcano that doesn't understand them. There's some irony there. He doesn't just not understand them. He straight up thinks volcanoes don't exist. Look at it. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the video with Slime and Dan because the script is fucking hilarious. Then we got David Oliver for £5. If you build a wall around a city, wouldn't it flood when it rains? You can have drainage, maybe, but yeah. Alien X Gaming for $5 says, I'll send another 10 if you get your kid to slap you again. He's asleep right now, but I'll get him to slap me in the morning and record it for you if you like. Daniel D&M for 20 Nokia says, pretty sure Polo had an affair with Saturn V. Possibly. And then last one, Dark Steve 84 for $5 Australian says, Kratos for the win. Yeah, I learned most of my stuff about the Greek gods through God of War. So who says video games aren't educational, right?
Yeah, they, yeah, you know, I don't know what to say to that.
And then we've got, got another donation in my PayPal towards the VMix. Thank you very much. I'm not going to dox you, but your initials are JC. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. I'll just check I haven't had any more. I think it's just those two. Oh, and yeah, there's another one from JC. So he's actually sent me 2 payments. Thank you very much, dude. It will really, really help go towards me getting VMix and keeping the streams as beautiful as they are. But guys, I've been going for about 2.5 hours. I think it's about time to shut up shop for tonight. I want to once again thank you, amazing, amazing people, for coming to support me doing what I love to do. And I do fucking love this. In the new year, there's a bit of a channel revamp coming. We're getting out more videos. I've got someone to help me with some stuff. I'm going to be starting the FTFE podcast, and I'm going to be doing a lot more debates because, let's face it, they're fucking hilarious. Brainy, thank you very much for coming back again. It's always good to have you on the channel, and I'd like you maybe to come on Thursday when I have Flat Earth Fokker on.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'd love to come to that.
Right.
Sorry, I just wanted to refresh the old days of the bear. I'm actually dropping cannabis all over the fucking place here. And, but I just thought staring down would be reminiscent to everybody of the times when I had a bear that just stared at his penis the whole stream.
And before we get out of here, and the George said, just to, I went onto his channel last week. We tried to do a review of the debate that he did on Modern Day Debate, but unfortunately had some tech problems. So we're going to be redoing that stream on his channel. And the George said on Thursday, where we'll be going over his anti-vax debate with Conspiracy Castle, who's an absolute fucking moron. So please also go and subscribe to And the George said and see me on there Thursday. Yes. Yeah, he refuses. He's blocked me via email and won't respond to me after I kept challenging him to a debate. Thank you everyone for coming out.
Him to a wrestling match in a furry outfit. He loves those things.
Thank you everyone for coming out tonight. It's been an amazing show. Smash that like button on the way out. Share on Facebook and Twitter and all the good stuff. And remember, stupidity is not a right. Fight the Flat Earth. Fight the flat. 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 Fight the flat.